podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Hey, Daddy, this is $1 beat.
BoxingVoice.com.
No matter what nobody say, man. Spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked.
Shout out to Info Joe, Izzy in Oklahoma, King, of Essex, said word. Shout out to Stainless, TVV Volume Mixtape 1.
Got my boots and gloves laced up, engaged in the ring, the square space, all fighting for the right to be king. I lost and keep fighting. What it is to be greatness, get up, clean yourself off, what it mean to be stainless. And I got a new trainer, so it's back to the basics. Get a couple wins, then move up in the rankings. Sabado we get faded, spit rhymes or off pages, boss hawking the stains. Getting caught with big fights out in Saudi Arabia. Got Sony, got Izzy, got Joe's information. Yo, you witnessing greatness. If you not talking about money, you not speaking my language. Once the contract is signed in, nigga come make it. Hurt business, knockout decisions, face combinations. Copy box percentage, saying that I'm slick with the ankles. If I hit you, it's fatal. Ref can't say you dead. Iron Mike doubling up the right body to head. The gatekeepers, I got the keys to the kingdom. Should he even be here? Guess we'll see in the ring. The gatekeepers, I got the keys to the kingdom. Should he even be here? Guess we'll see in the ring. The gatekeepers,
notorious mob of MCs who go hard when we wax on the wax off. From Egypt in the UK to Cincinnati pugilists who specialize in masterful pugilism vocabularies. What it do, King Born? Shot calling and bank rolling like CYP, Cali G's. Big ups to JP, incredible like intrigue. We natural whiz, others boxing knowledge. Mafioso, bad channel or Liz Low. Off air we logo like NO in the 18-wheeler logo. Quintessential brothers who bake bread like Pillsbury Doughboy. We Queensberry, scholars of that sweet science. My dude Stone Bone got the market locked like Top Rank. We like fight promoters, pin your favorite fighters like J Matt going toe to toe with Shannon Briggs. Making moves on these streaming avenues like Trey in the Bay. Pulling wheelies on the highway, pursuing greatness every day. It's my cue to take the pull stick and quarter pocket this beat.
I got the keys to the kingdom. Should he even be here? Guess we'll see in the ring. The gatekeepers, I got the keys to the kingdom. Should he even be here? Guess we'll see in the ring. The gatekeepers, if he can be the gatekeeper, if he can be the gatekeeper.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another morning edition with the Boxing Voice Radio, and boy, am I excited with some great news. Oh yeah, my man, your man, you know, one of the baddest podcasts out here, man. One of the strongest boxing podcasts out here. I can't even front, man. You know that Brian Custer gets guests that we can't get, you know, relationships that we done, bridges we done burnt, man. So shout out to Brian Custer. Keep bringing the smoke on his Last Stand podcast. And a special shout out for believing in TBV Border Wars, man, and wanting to be part of Border Wars and basically sponsoring us, man. He is our official, or one of the official sponsors for Border Wars, man. And I can't be more excited about the news, to be honest with you. You know, he's just a key figure in boxing, and you know, it's a beautiful thing to see that, you know, he believes, you know, in what it is that we're doing, you know, and that yeah, man, he's behind it, bro. I mean, I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are. Once again, Brian Custer definitely sponsoring TBV Border Wars 9 in Dallas, Texas. So big shout out to the Last Stand podcast, man. When you see this logo, you already know, though, it's BC Last Stand podcast standing with TBV, ladies and gentlemen. Border Wars 9 is going down. Shout out to Brian Custer. Shout out to Big Rig Trucking Agency for all your insurance purposes and needs, man. Hit them up if you're in the PA, Philadelphia, Connecticut, Even Ohio, New Jersey area is going down. Shout out to Undisputed Boxing Gear. Shout out to Holt Boxing Gloves. Shout out to Adrian Clark. And protect yourself at all time. Shout out to Wireless Earbuds. Shout out to wirelessbuzzshop.com if you want to buy those wireless earbuds, man. We just are very, very appreciative to everybody that's riding with us and standing next to us for this Border Wars 9 and helping us get to that next level, man. From here is Netflix, baby. Out of my mouth to God's ears, man. It's Netflix. Let's go. Let's put the energy in the air. But we here to talk about a little bit of bad energy, though. Teofimo Lopez coming straight at the former WBC champ at his neck, man. I mean, he had a whole lot to say, man. What? Yeah. I mean, he had a whole lot to say, and I know that a whole lot of Wilder fans are not going to be pleased with the way that the unified champion in the lightweight division has, chosen to speak to one Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. But at the end of the day, we're just reporting. That being said, Teofimo, during an interview with Sirius Boxing, said, I think Wilder has had too much time on his hands. He needs to focus on his own damn self. Go back in the gym. Get ready for a fight. Stop talking about a dent in your head. You a grown-ass man. Stop being a bitch. And, I had some conversations. I had some conversations before the show, and people like, yo, I would have rolled with everything Tio said as long as he wouldn't have said bitch. But, yeah.
I agree 100%. That is super disrespectful. What's up, man? Everybody out there, it's Francis from Toronto, Canada. Thank you to the Lord and Savior for another one being with us, with you guys. But listen, that is disrespectful. You're going to say all that you got to say, but you ain't got to call the man outside of his name. You know what I mean? You could say that he's punch drunk. You can say that he's still feeling the effects of the last fight. You can say whatever you got to say. But when you step outside of yourself and decide to put yourself in that category by calling that man outside of his name, yeah, you got to come under fire for that.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I'm gonna echo backage. Yeah, when you talk a certain way, you gotta watch how you talk, right? In a sense, because people will just take that and just turn it into straight up, flagrant disrespect. But I guess what Teofimo was trying to say, like, stop talking so much already. You know what I'm saying? And it should have been another word, because we all know, you throw that word around especially amongst fighters. That's not cool, right? But I mean, I've heard worse, and fighters calling each other all crazy shit. I mean, even in the heavyweight division, Dillian White, with Wilder, and it's just not. I mean, look, I get it. The magnifying glass is on Tio right now, so this bitch talk is getting blown out of proportion. But at the same time, man, it's like there was other parts of the conversation in that of Fighter Nations, Boxing XM on Sirius with Barack and Ak, that was on the lighter side. I sent you a clip real quick, Ness, on the pre-pro. If you wanted to play, it's a minute. You can stop. We can just talk about what he also said on the lighter side of the bitch. And there was also something that I looked into, and it was a Paulie talking too, I think, on Fighter Nation. And, this is an interview that happened a while back, and it was, regarding to some of the things that, some people felt that were going around. There was the energy that was around Wilder at the time, a lot of yes men and stuff like that. So, yeah, but, if we're just pertaining it to the bitch talk, I mean, look, he obviously doesn't think that Deontay is a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Is he acting like a bitch? Hey, listen, until he comes out with all these facts and all this, like, my dear Watson type of freaking cryptic, like, messages that he's saying, and now, we're getting other information from The Athletic that they're going to pursue certain litigations against Fury. I just don't get it. It's just all out of sync, out of whack.
That's the good part. Shelly Finkel is saying that they will pursue legal action against Fury if the third fight doesn't happen. Fury is reported to be having a fight December 5th versus Ajit Kababel. So the statements of Wilder may bear some sort of weight if now his management team is saying, we are suing. We are trying to, stop this fight from happening with Fury and AJ Cabot because we won our third fight. But real quick, before you reply, we got a super chat from Show Kid 2005. He says, Tio and Loma both out here posting pics of their injuries after the fight. So why can't Wilder post about his injuries?
Well, let's read Noel G from Dallas says, calling another man the B word is fighting words.
Yep.
What will Teofimo do when Wilder approaches him about this? Wilder won't forget this. Hashtag world star.
That is true. That's true. Listen, Wilder, I was at the Billy Joe situation. My book will be fire one day when I get older. But you don't call another man a bitch. Definitely not Deontay Wilder. That's for sure. Seriously. So, we'll see. We'll see. The thing is that Tio strikes me as a guy that may believe Wilder won't put hands on him. So might say some goodness right back at Wilder in front of some cameras. But, Wilder has a team, man, that probably are a little closer to Tio's size. They might throw a punch or two. We've seen these type of situations. History has shown us these types of situations when multiple teams collide. We've seen teams from Houston collide. We've seen teams from, I don't know where Brazil's from because I was trying not to use actual fighters' name and just use the teams. But wherever Brazil's from and Bama teams collide. So, one needs to be careful and mindful of what they say without a doubt in this business, because we've seen over the last 10 years that this new crop of fighters, they'll come looking for you for what you said. They'll come looking for you. This is not just something you can say and it's all good.
So just to give a little backstory to that, the reason why, in my opinion, Teofimo Lopez is standing so strongly on his opinion is because out of everybody that's in the boxing world, Tyson Fury has backed Teofimo Lopez from day one. He's always said that when Teo fights Lomachenko, he gonna beat him, and he gonna beat him good.
So now
it's on record.
So now you're saying that he's going on a limb to call Wilder out his name just because Tyson backed him? No.
Tyson Fury his big bro?
No.
Yes, I believe that. I believe that.
Okay, Francis. So let me debate you. Just because I pick you to win, I owe you loyalty, or you owe me loyalty? Chill, champ.
No, it's not
say
loyalty,
it out
it's not
loud.
loyalty.
Say it out loud.
I'll let you finish. Go ahead,
okay. So it's not loyalty. So just because you pick me to win, I'm gonna talk about your nemesis and call him out his name? No way.
My turn?
Absolutely.
No way.
Okay,
no
cool.
how.
So the reason why I say that it has nothing to do with loyalty, loyalty as what you say, because if I rock with you and I say, yo, I'm rocking, when everybody else is riding with Lomachenko, I'm riding with you. The same thing that Deontay is saying about Floyd. Like, you've always bet against me, so I don't really care what you got to say. Tio's looking at it like, I'm riding with Tyson Fury, and Deontay Wilder is making a serious accusations, according to other people, about Tyson Fury. Of course, he's going to step up and say, yo, he did the same thing when Rolly won his belt. He stepped up and said, yo, Rolly, a champion. I don't care what they say. Fuck all you guys. Rolly, a champion. He got the belt. What is that? Him being too loyal or something? Am I missing?
Super chat from Texas. Texas C, who says, how dare he call Wilder that? You ain't never seen Wilder twerking.
Damn.
I hear people out here saying, oh, why didn't he box up Billy Joe Saunders when he threw the chicken at him? Are you guys dumb? When he threw the chicken, he ran like a fool. He ran faster than Usain Bolt out of that restaurant.
First of all, nobody saying that even knows what happened.
They said it in the chat, but I'm just saying.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They weren't there. They don't know what he did to Billy Joe Saunders. They don't know what took place, so they could just hush it. I was there. I know exactly what the fuck went down. So
I was just about to say you were there. You know what was going on, but I mean, it looked a little staged, but that boy ran to me.
Nah, that shit was not staged. That shit was not staged. That shit was not staged.
He ran off like a kid.
Matter of fact, my video is out there of how it even happens, like the beginning of it, and then I cut it when I see shit got serious. There was also another one out there that, Wilder asked me not to keep out there due to the fight. So I took it down.
Yo, Ness, let me ask you a question.
Shit got crazy out there.
Ness, let me ask you a question.
Listening.
Wouldn't you go on a limb for Doomy?
Of course, but I don't have to call Doomy's enemy a bitch.
But that's going out on a limb, Ness.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. That's not a limb. That's not. Yo, listen. That's not going out on the limb. That's jumping off the cliff.
Okay,
you chose a side. That's it. You drew a line. You drew a line in the sand. Like that's it. That's not going on the limb. That's it. He chose Fury over Wilder, and
I don't know about all
over.
that. Look,
what you mean you don't know about all that? You can never come back from calling him a bitch.
You only read one part of what he said, so let's
you can never come back from calling him a bitch.
I'm not saying that, but you're drilling one portion of what he said, and you're not saying the whole thing. I mean, it's in the caption of the title, right? I think Wilder has had too much time on his hands. He needs to focus on his own damn self. Go back in the gym.
Bro, I read
get
all
ready
that.
for a fight. Stop talking about a dent in your head. You're a grown-ass man. Stop being a bitch.
Bro, you defending your boy trying to reread.
I want to tell the public exactly what the words.
But Alex, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Alex, that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you listen to me, you not telling them nothing I didn't already read. You trying to act as if I didn't read his whole statement and I'm only focusing on the bitch. No, I've read it. But you coddling him because of what he said and trying to brush it off like it's okay to say.
Only person I coddle is my girl and my dogs, champ. Chill.
I hear you. Well,
look.
He said what he
Nobody's
said.
coddling nobody.
I mean, you reread and talking about, well, Ness ain't say everything. I want y'all to hear what he said before. No, I said it. I said everything he said in that quote. And I'll play your audio right now, too, which, again, I'm pretty sure this audio ain't got nothing to do with it. You just throwing this audio to water it down. But let's see.
Think about the excuse, though.
Prepare yourself for anything and everything. Don't put that on as that's the reason why you lost. Accept the loss like a true champion and go on to get on to the next one. Go for the rematch. Go for that. But I think, honestly, that was just that looked bad on him, man.
Yeah, it's a bad look.
It's a bad look.
I mean, you don't know.
Because they caught a video of him with, what was it, with Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan saying that he trains with a 45-pound vest all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So you got old interview. This is an old interview?
Yeah, I sent you that one just to get some substance, right?
I mean, what's the substance? You trying to show us that he been hating?
No, yeah, like he's been
hating.
felt a certain way.
He's been hating. So you building a case for Tio been hating on Wilder. You ain't trying to help him here.
But I'm not trying to help him. that's where you.
Wow, breaking news.
Nobody's trying to help nobody. I'm just trying to make sure that all the context is there. And look,
you
a lot of people. I got
another
another quick clip with Paulie, but I don't even think I don't know if you wanted it or not, but it was just Paulie talking about this. Yeah, Paulie Malignaggi. Talking about the same things during that time. You know how
but
he
that
tried
was
to get him
time.
fired and stuff like that. I'm just trying to show you guys that there's a lot of emotion coming out of Deontay Wilder as well. You know what I mean? It's been a lot of emotional buildup, and all this cryptic talk and waiting a long time, and the contract expires. It just doesn't look good, and I don't know if we're gonna get something. Is he gonna get the fight still? That's all we want to know.
Yo, this super chat is crazy. I was talking about this, but he trying to play my man Francis. Chill. He said Texas C says Ness, the new guy in the middle from Oregon. He got a little bit of brown in his veins. It's legal now. And he's talking about the fact that Oregon has taken it a step too far, I swear. We've seen the legalization of many things or the prohibition of many things and now become legal. And they have legalized small amounts of heroin and cocaine in Oregon. They're wilding. That is the modern day city of, what is it called? Do me in the Bible?
Babylon.
Bro, they fucking wilding. They wilding.
Are you serious? That's news to me.
Bro, they legalize heroin and cocaine.
Yeah, they tripping.
Bro, they
so
tripping.
micro dosing? Like,
yeah.
Bro, I didn't even click on I think it was Joseph put it in the pre-pro. I didn't even click on it because that is disrespectful to the human race. Like, listen, you never seen nobody break into your house because they wanted a joint. Like, yo, dog, I'm sorry, I gotta steal your VCR, even though we don't use those no more. You show my age. I gotta steal your PlayStation because I need to buy a joint. No, that's cokeheads and dopeheads that do that, bruh.
Yeah.
The fact that they trying to legalize that is just retarded. That's retarded right there. That is really, revelations, man.
That's the Sodom and Gomorrah.
We live in, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that, man, and you told me Babylon. But listen, that's modern day revelations, man. That is sad, man. If you in Oregon, you need to move, man, for you ruin your children and your children's children. Get the fuck out of there. That is insane. That is
100%.
100%. That's in Oregon?
But no, Francis ain't from Oregon, and no, he don't mess with that hair on.
Hell no.
They trying to say your name Mello from Sugar Hill, man.
Yo, Francis, they say you live in Babylon.
Yo, they said you live in Babylon. Yo, word is born. Michael shows end of times, man. Yo, end of times, man. People better be careful out here, man.
That it's the end of times, man. That's a fact.
That just sounds crazy, man.
Let's get some super chats.
That being said, no, I think we up to date. I've been on it like a viper. I should have
said Francis, act like Tio and Fury are like Bud and Shakur.
Y'all need to stop being casuals and go ahead and watch boxing interviews, and you'll understand how much Tyson Fury and Tio are in love with one another.
They in cahoots.
I'm trying to tell you. Y'all tripping, man. Go watch boxing.
That was Big Supermax with the super chat, man. But listen, I don't even know that there's much more we can say about that other than doubling back to the fact that Border Wars 9 is sponsored by the Last Stand podcast with Brian Custer. BC Stand Up. Thank you so much for believing in TBV. December 5th is going down. Border Wars 9. Registration closes in 4 days time.
Woo! Let's go, champ. You feel me?
Shout out to Brian Custer, man.
Now back to our scheduled program. Yo, I mean, last thoughts, right? There's not much to say, man. He said what he said, and it's really about how other people feel about what he said and what they think is gonna happen, right? Like, are there consequences, Doomy? Will there be consequences?
Like what? What? Wilder's gonna run down on Tio and hit him? Like, come on, dog. Like, the man's a millionaire.
So you don't believe there's consequences? So you going with no consequences?
Hey, come on. He might say something. Only consequence that can be is, Deontay Wilder saying something back, and that's all. This is no.
It's about your energy. It's about your energy. Let me tell you.
You really think that Deontay's gonna run down on Tio in Brooklyn?
Why not?
On the East Side.
Deontay Wilder in his face. You would never say it to him in his face. Why you gonna say it on camera now? Like, that's crazy.
So do me.
Like, as a man, hold on. As a man, I would never say something to somebody behind the camera or a screen that I would say to their face. That's a fact. That you gotta hold that to yourself. So you're looking at somebody like Deontay Wilder as a fighter to a fighter. Fighters have something different in them that's built to get in the ring to do that. You're not going to look at a fighter and call him outside his name like that, knowing full well that you're gonna have to see that man at some point.
Yeah,
in the boxing circuit.
Stop being a bitch. Stop looking like you're looking like a bitch. Whatever you want to say it was the word that's leaving a seared imprint in people's mind. Is the word bitch. You don't say it, especially to the fucking champ. You know what I'm saying?
So they mad at me because I didn't say decriminalize. That's the same shit, bro. You don't get in trouble for it. Like, it's okay to do it.
Yeah,
that's
it. There's a whole bunch of other fucking steps that are gonna have to take place before any of this starts to take into action. Anyway, all right, you got to find out what cities are cool with it and where they want them. The dispensaries.
Oregon is cool.
There's just so much shit. Yeah, that's out of this world. That's some fucking untitled topic shit, man. Microdosing heroin and cocaine. I mean, look, they gave us cocaine, heroin, and LSD and all this shit in the fucking 20s, or I don't know what year exactly. Don't quote me on that. But back in the day, all this stuff was given for pain and all this other shit. So the fact that is rebounding back, it's not really too surprising, but it is, because a lot of people went to jail for heroin and cocaine. You know what I'm saying? So what? You're gonna release all the people that got locked up for heroin and cocaine?
Yo, they said Portugal did it. I had
yeah, Portugal did. Ooh, a long time ago. Time ago, champion. Yeah.
I can't even. What is their excuse, bro?
Just fuck everything. What are you gonna do, man? Listen, to each his own, man. Look, I don't know. They thought maybe it was better that way, and I guess it probably made it worked out in a sense that, you know, it showed people who the real messed up people were.
Bruh, listen, man. All I know is dope heads and crack. I moved away from the hood because of dope heads and crackheads. I don't need them snooping around my house. I mean, everybody who's cool with that, I mean, hey, that's your cup of tea, bruv. Your cup of tea. But, I mean, back to the matter at hand. We're going to end it off with Doomy rereading his compadre's quote and going out to the lines.
Let me give you the PG version, not the emphasis. You know, not just kidding. Listen, Kid said it the way he said it. He's on a high horse right now. He feels like he can speak his mind. Go ahead. I mean, but Deontay Wilder's still the heavyweight
defending Tio.
You know? So I'm not defending. Let me read this thing. All right. I think Wilder has had too much time on his hands. He needs to focus on his own damn self. Go back in the gym. Get ready for a fight. Stop talking about a dent in your head. You're a grown-ass man. Stop being a bitch.
Yo,
every time you read it, it sounds worse, Doomy. Every time
he reads it, he tries to water it down. He's like, you're a grown-ass man. You know he ain't saying like that, man. You know that shit was more like, I think Wilder has too much time on his hands. He needs to focus on his damn self. Go into the gym. Get ready for a fight. Stop talking about a dent in your head. You're a grown-ass man. Stop being a biatch. Now that's
every breath you took, you high-pitched.
That's
like,
that's how it sounded. He was like, yo, I do hooking.
Bro, you know the young you know how the young cats be talking like that too, man.
Yo,
like, stop acting like a bitch.
Wilder gonna run down on him. First of all,
we from the OG school, like we take things like that a little more serious. But I be seeing how these youngsters in the street be talking to each other. I'd be like, damn.
Do me ignoring it. You know they gonna run down on him. You know what I'm saying? They gonna run down on him. Now this how it's gonna go. It's gonna go one of two ways. When he run down, he gonna see Wilder. He gonna see Wilder. Wilder's so tall, so intimidating that he will approach Wilder first, just like Billy Joe Saunders. He's gonna extend his hand just like Billy Joe Saunders. Wilder will grab his hand just like Billy Joe Saunders. And when he says, "What's up, champ?" Wilder would say, and grip his hand so he can't move, and say, "What was that shit you said?"
What was that shit?
His actions after that. That is what determines what happens to Teofimo Lopez. The rest is none of your business. You should have been there. I was a fly on the wall. So now he will have to say something, go through something about that statement. When they pass me, and listen, let me tell you, I don't know if it was a preacher or something, but two mountains don't cross, but two people always do. You know. It might be 2 years from now, 2 months from now, 2 days from now, 2 weeks from now, 2 hours. But we will cross. We will cross. Those two mountains will never. But you and I, we will cross.
The only way. Listen,
you must stand up for what you said. You can't just go around talking shit. Matter of fact, I take shits bigger than you. I'm saying T.O. got a lot. He gonna have to. I don't know. Get him on the horn. Text him right now. Text him right now.
Y'all remember when Tony Bellew was talking shit to Wilder? He was talking shit on you do this to him, and and then Wilder pulled up on it,
and he changed his whole mind.
No, I don't want none.
He changed his whole mind.
Soren started talking shit to each other. When Chisora and Regis started talking shit to each other, Regis. Listen, we all know that the rules of the game is like, you know, if you're a little guy, unless and I'm not talking about weapons. If you're a little guy, you're not gonna be talking shit to the big.
If you just called Derek Chisora a bitch, you would have slapped him. I promise you.
This is what I'm saying. It was live there. It was live on the press table, and it was what it was. But
so you saying T.O. energy might be different if he see Wilder in person? You said it was live for Regis, and that's why he ain't act a certain way. So you saying T.O.
he ain't act a certain way. Now, is T.O. the same person as Regis? I don't know, but we all know that when you got a big ass guy in front of you, you unless you know some shit, you feel me, and you on some like tactical jiu-jitsu, whatever, you feel me, unless you're really confident you could take out a big guy, you're not going to be talking shit to a big guy, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think his intention was to talk shit, but just to express more his feelings of how he felt, he was acting. That's his opinion.
Does his resume and his accomplishments give him the right to talk to a guy because he's on that level?
What do you mean? Right now, he's the champ.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so I'm asking you, do you think, like, yo, because of what he's done, like, essentially, Wilder didn't beat his nemesis where Teo beat his nemesis. Wilder's been talking about beating Fury since 2016, and Teo's been talking about it with his dad since they got in the game. One man did it. Do you think, like, he feels like he could talk shit because he did what Wilder didn't?
Well, Wilder was the champ already, right?
For 10 defenses.
Yeah, he was the champ already. Like, you can't question, like, Teo can't say shit about none of that. Teo's specifically talking about this situation right now, and like I think that it comes more so from experience too. Teo has, along his short way but quick, rapid uprise. He ate some shit. He ate his bowls of shit, and he had to just fucking suck it up and say, sign it off to the game. Let's go. So
and now he's ready to dish shit out.
Yeah, no, and now it's like, you know what? Like, hey man, like, the game. Like, fuck it, you got beat up. Like, stop talking already. Like, it's enough. Again, this is the concentration on the word bitch, which I think that a lot of these young cats talk the way they talk. I don't think that he thinks or says that Deontay is a bitch. You know what I'm saying? That'll be just totally out of like your come on. You got to be a little smarter than that, for the kid to think that he's a bitch. Plain Jane, it's not that. I think he was expressing his feelings about how he was acting and I guess talking in the media regarding this whole loss.
No disrespect, but I grew up always learning and hearing. My mother telling me, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all, man. So just keep your mouth shut. If you ain't got nothing good to say about the champ, just keep it moving. Say next question.
He not the champ. He not the champ. He's the champ.
You don't hold the belt. He not the champ.
Hey, come on, cut the shit. Like, he's not the champ right now. He's the champ maybe in your eyes and the people's eyes, but right now he has no belt. So let's get that shit out the window. All right, he's not the champ.
So
but he still holds respect. Okay. He still holds respect. But don't get it twisted out here with this magical talks of he's the champ. He's not the champ. He needs to get it back. He needs to go get it.
So when they say you're a one-time champ, two-time champ, you're not a champ. You didn't say you're current champ.
I get lost in the semantics of it. I'm talking about right now. He's not the champ.
All I'm saying is that your boy Teo is gonna have to answer for everything that he got to say when Deontay Wilder come down like shit rolling down the hill. He's gonna have a lot to answer to, and I'll be right here waiting to see what he's gonna do and say when he open his big ass mouth, and he got to back it up because he just signed a check that he got to cash. Can his ass cash it? We gonna see.
Cash nothing.
Fury to come back him up.
It's streets. He can't just run down and I'm gonna beat you up. No, he can't do none of that. Obviously, you know what I'm saying.
Why? What you mean? What you mean he can't just run down?
He can't, bro. You seen Rocky? What was the last Rocky? Rocky 5. Touch me and I'll sue.
Right. But doggy, let me tell you something. First of all, let me tell you something. Sometimes you crazy because you forgetting where you come from, and sometimes when you got fuck you money, you do what you want.
I go to jail.
Last I checked, he made $25 million. How much is a slap gonna cost him to put somebody in line? And last I checked, he did. No, hold on. Last I checked, he did slap somebody in Vegas, and he got in trouble for it. So don't act like this can't happen. Last I checked, before you talk, because you're talking without boxing history. Last I checked, they did run down on Dominic Brazil. So I don't know why you acting like this can't happen.
They ran down on Dominic Brazil.
Oh, they didn't run down on Dominic?
But you're talking about a guy that's the same size. It's
okay. So Billy Joe ain't the same size.
Running down in Brazil,
Billy Joe ain't the same size
in the people's eyes. Than you run down on
Billy Joe ain't the same size.
Billy Joe threw a piece of chicken. That's physical contact. He assaulted him.
Stop repeating nonsense. Stop repeating nonsense from the fucking media, bruh. What's wrong with you, piece of chicken? What the fuck? Anyway, let's move on, man.
Shout out to the UK.
He took it to a comical route.
What did he hit him?
Shout out to the UK. Shout out to the UK because man's that chat shit get banged. And right now, Teo is chatting shit, and if he gets run down, he got a possibility of answering. He could go as a wild Nessa. He can go either way. He can say, "I'm apologize for what I said," or you can say, "No, I believe what I said," and then whatever happens.
What did he throw? It wasn't a piece of chicken.
Let's go to.
You were there.
Let's go. No, I wasn't there. You're right, yo. How you pronounce PLU? Plu. Decriminalize is not legalized. Big difference, bruh. Okay, you live in Oregon, champ. I'm good. I'm glad. Not there. Shinsi. Tank gonna put a dent in his head eventually. Oh, he talking about in Tio head. Oh, I don't know that Tank will do it for Wilder. Remember, he said Wilder fight like a girl, but he put the emoji of the hands up and the laughing out loud emoji. Boston Jarrett, shout out to Boston. Not the tri-state, but you're still on the East Coast. He said Wilder never ran down on Fury for using loaded gloves, allegedly. Why would he run down on Tio for calling him names? Seems kinda backwards. All right. Sam Henry in the UK says Chris Colbert has been saying the same thing about Wilder in underboxing Insta posts. Maybe they could team up against Wilder. Okay, Sam. I never knew that.
It's crazy. Gervonta says that he fights like a girl, and that's okay. Oh, man. Yo, hey, Francis,
it ain't okay.
You should run down on Gervonta for that one, right?
It ain't okay, but let me tell you.
For saying that Deontay Wilder fights like a girl.
He changed his quote, though. He took that back.
Oh, he changed it. Okay.
He took that back. All right. You think it's nothing. All right.
It's sweet. That's what he thinks it is.
He riding. He riding hard. He riding hard because of the blood, yo.
Let me get to Hondureño blood. Fort Worth, man. Boxing is tough love. At the end of the day, it's a fighting sport which involves every fighter at each weight class talking ish about each other. Every race too, 100%.
No,
and I love it. Laughing emoji.
No, it ain't. And here's proof again. I use boxing facts. Demetrius Andrade just came out and said, if I ain't fighting nobody, you fight me, Earl Spence. Because you at 147 worrying about the fuck I'm doing. You fight me. And this ain't the first time he told Earl to fight him. Okay? Let's go, champ. So fighters want to fight. They don't give a fuck about your weight. You talking shit? We can spar then. Because you seen that all the time. Oh, I'm too big for you? Well, let's spar. You know?
Yo, you didn't just say that, bro.
You know what? Yo, you know, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's hilarious that you say I didn't just say that. First of all, you're trying to make it a joke by saying I want Wilder to spar Tio. I'm telling you that fighters have literally come out on their social media, have issue with smaller guys, and have invited them to sparring matches. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not telling Wilder to go fucking spar Tio. You want to make it a joke because your man shit the bed and you know he got to pay for it.
Shit the bed. Yo, get the fuck out of here.
All right. Get him on the horn. Get him on the horn. Get him on. You got his number. You got his number.
Bomb Squad.
Let's go.
There's only one Deontay Wilder.
Yo, Ness, you know his energy. Because, like, out of everybody out here in YouTube media, I'm going to give you a credit. You know what I'm saying? You run Wilder a lot. I think you know his energy and how he move. You know what I mean? And just from people on the outside seeing it can know, like myself, like, I follow Wilder a lot. And I know his energy. I don't care what you saying. Tio, bruh, you in trouble, man. Like, I ain't no cap. I don't mean no trouble like your life's in danger. I mean, you can't be saying things out here that you got to respond to it. You got to respond to it.
We got a super chat from Brian.
No, G Dallas. Wilder got goons that will do his dirty work. Wilder got that attorney and bail money.
Yo, Brian Francis says Brazil thought it was sweet too and had to sue. No, he threatened to sue and they calmed him down with the fight and then he got knocked out and left social media. Ow!
Yeah, hey, sucks for your decision, Brazil.
Big Super Mex in Plainview, Texas says, y'all acting like Tio don't got people too. Laugh out loud.
Let him know in Brooklyn.
No, he better put laugh out loud because he know he don't even fucking believe it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. Yo.
You know if you don't think he got people, Jack. Come on.
Do he got somebody 6'7", man?
It doesn't matter what you think.
Sam Henry in the UK.
He got him out
Sam
there.
Henry in the UK. But Billy did throw chicken at Wilder. Remember? They were in Nando's. No, that's what the media ran with. You don't know because you wasn't there. You don't know.
Ness wants to keep that one in his pocket for legal reasons. What was it? Was it a nugget?
Maybe 5 years from now when I release my first book, just like my sponsor, Protect Yourself at All Times, Adrian Clark.
It wasn't a piece of chicken.
Shout out one of my mentors, man. He's inspired me tremendously. You know, I hope to do big things with him. This is the first of many endeavors that I hope he's part of, and that's Border Wars. He sponsored us. All our fighters will be having Everlast gloves and headgear to take home. I don't know if I'm giving losers anything because you gotta win for everything you get. But Adrian Clark, he's working on his 4th book now. It's gonna be actually a great book that I'm gonna buy because I went through a divorce, and I think it's called like Divorce Behavior. I wanted to screen share it yesterday or something like that, but you know, that's his 4th book. So he's inspired me to one day write a book, man. And I got a story to tell, Biggie Small style. What you saying?
Yo, public service announcement. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is TBV. That's Alex. Doomsday Lioness right there. You got Nesta Gibbs, El Capitan. And right now, we are thanking you very much for tuning in wherever you are, all over the world, whether you're watching or listening. We got almost 700 people right now watching and listening. We need you to go ahead and smash that subscribe button, the like button. Remember, it doesn't cost you anything. All you got to do is just click it. And like Doomy says, because he's here, if it ain't shaking, you just ain't baking with us in the morning. Okay? Now, thank you for all our sponsors. We're going to run on the list of our sponsors for our Border Wars 9 event, December 5th in Dallas, Texas. Keep it locked for the guy. Let's go to Super Chats.
We got actually some counter punches from J-Mac. I just want to send a huge thank you on the live show for anybody that gives this guy a hard time. You don't know what a stand-up dude this guy is. You know, he's in that Texas area, but he's not from Lubbock. He went all the way to Lubbock, met up with like 3 or 4 of our Border Wars fighters, and gave them a one-on-one lesson after his long shift, bro. And, I've been getting messages of people that, were definitely pleased with what he taught them and what they worked on. And I just want to say thank you for being not only part of the community, man, but like a true brother of the community, man. Right up there with guys like Stainless, man, and I mean, that's what we talking about, man. If we all went a step further for our brother or sister, man, we would be in a better place. But we gonna start that right here, cause we lifting up each other. Our sponsor is wirelessbuzzshop.com. That's one of our own. You know what I mean? Shout out to J Hardcore and J Hardcore Boxing News out there in the DMV area. He's been covering Tank and everybody in that area for a long time. Wirelessbuzzshop.com is his company. It's $59.99 for some earbuds, and they work with Android and iPhone, and they're our sponsor, and he's one of our own. Plus, you get like 15% off if you just say TBV. So, another one of our own, man, is Undisputed Boxing Gear. Coach Rivera, him and Alex Rivera, the trainer of Rashidi Ellis, they started that boxing line, Undisputed Boxing Gloves, and they rocking out with us. They supported us as well, and we want to make sure you guys check them out. Whenever you go look at boxing gloves, start with them first. Why? Because that you've been listening to his calls here. He's been supporting TBV. Kendall Holt is also supporting us, and you can check him out too. But like I said, man, stop at Undisputed Boxing Game. Do a comparison, man. Market analysis, champ. See which one you prefer better. But that was just some real quick stuff, man. Let's get out to these two counter punches.
Hold on. Before we go.
Remember, I went down the long route because I wanted to say thank you to J-Mac. But go ahead. You got it.
Okay. I just wanted to, just to piggyback off of it, I want to give a shout out to all the fighters that are participating in Border Wars 9. You know what I'm saying? We got Marvin versus Rel as the main event. Shout out to both fighters who are putting in their all right now, going into camp, getting ready for this fight. We're about, 38 days away from the event.
Stupendous.
We got the co-main event. We got for sure Fire D taking on Elias, which is is Doomy's cousin, Elias, and we're looking forward to that event. We got Mario versus Amin. Mario coming off a loss versus Keem, looking to bounce back and get a win. fighting Amin, who's making his Border Wars debut. So that's exciting. Machine Gun taking on Chris Vega. That's going to be the fourth fight. Then we got Eric Cruz versus Ringwalk Danny. That should be a firefight in itself. And for the big boys, we got Big Super Max versus Smoke 'em Out Jay. Smoke 'em Out Jay, wow, a new Border Wars participant, looking pretty good in his pad work. He is a novice, but we'll talk about that later. You got Ant versus Ambrose. We got Sean Jones versus Zuma, which is Cashadad.
Holy
Cashadad.
Yes, sir. Catch the dad from Dallas. Dallas and Texas, man. Oh, every part of Texas really standing up. I'm telling you, when we get our promoter's license, that's going to be the first place we do our real TBV promotions fight. We're going to do, straight to YouTube. It's going to be a nice, small club show, but it's going to be full. It's going to be another, 10-fight card, all pros. I guarantee it, man. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
All right, that's all I have in news.
Shinobi. Sam Henry says Ness sound like he gonna run down on Tio for Wilder. Laughing emoji. Big Super Max says Coach J Mac will be 2020 Border Wars Trainer of the Year.
Damn, Doomy, how you have fallen from being such a good trainer, man. You better get with man. Get your stripes back, man. What's up? Listen, sparring starts after the 9th. Once everybody pays their fees, shit gets crazy. I'm coming. We gonna get real right. Watch.
Cheers.
Yo, we going out to the callers, man. First, a quick word from our day one.
Let's go! I'm ready!
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Alrighty then.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Going out to Brandon in Cincinnati. What up?
Hey, whole nother time zone. Jumped up from back with our mind on. Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. Phone jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pigeon, let 9 go. We slap with the thick glass and white go. This only happens in Ohio.
Yo, that's how it sound. I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, before I get on the topic, we need to give a shout out to J-Mac as well, man. For him to get off work, anybody know what type of truck driving he do, he ain't just bumping docks and dropping the hook of trailers, he touching brakes. So for him to get off work and do that, out the kindness of his heart, that's some real nigga shit. So shout out to my boy J-Mac for that. I'm looking at it from, as far as the topic, it depends on what kind of relationship Wilder and Teofimo got. If they cool and they friends, then I don't think it's a big deal. I'm saying shit like that to my friends. Like, if you got a homie that's in his feelings about a broad, you tell him, like, hey, man, why you in your feelings about old girl, man? You know, you acting like a little bitch, bro. You'll bounce back. So, if they cool and they got that relationship, I understand. But if they ain't cool, then, yeah, that's kind of disrespectful, man. You don't call people by their name. So, whatever happens at this point. So, yeah, it just depends on their relationship, in my opinion. That's just how I see it. That's my call. Y'all have a good one.
See, we got all off track. J-Mac, I'm sorry, he got too counterpunching. We got too busy giving you all that love, champ. We done forgot we had to go to you on an actual call.
You know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style.
I'm a gorilla, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a gorilla.
The smartest thing you can do is to stay away from Derek.
It can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing him. You want to bet on?
You bet 100,000 on that.
Let's bet $1 million.
Let's bet $1 million.
Yo, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yes, sir.
Very clear.
Hey, thank you. Shout out for the recognition and stuff like that. It was a great sacrifice, but I don't mind doing. Like I told the guys, I'm super excited about being, and I find energy out of nowhere, even with that day being this hard, because this is a hard route for me on Wednesdays and Thursdays, but I still did it. Doomy, don't cut me off, please. With all due respect, I don't see, it's no fanlism to take up for what he doing. I'm not making no guessing if they close or not or what have you. You don't call no man a bitch unless you want some fucking problems. Dudes think they can say free lip shit out here. Ain't got no accountability to be had. See, that's where they go wrong at. I'm looking forward to watching another incident like the Cholos when they ran up on Tank and Jamel called him a pink little female dog for some of the shit he said, thinking he wasn't gonna get caught on because Tank was on that Twitter shit and kept typing and he typed against the wrong dude. So all this who Wilder haven't ran up on, who Wilder should run up on, you don't call no grown man a bitch unless you want them problems. I don't see how anybody could back him up. He's stating opinions about a guy's what he said happened, and he got a big, large opinion about what a guy say he happened with a dent in his head. He do have a dent in his head. So you sitting up there talking and giving your harsh ass opinion on somebody's facts or what they believe to be true. So you one will be held accountable, and you sound like a young ass nigga just talking, running your lips. Now, yes, the question was proposed to you, but you should still stay respectful in opinions.
J-Man. So
yo,
that's 2 counter punches right there. You just won't go
give me
with your
3.
call?
Give me.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go me my call. Give me my call. Give me my call. Hey, when you up there in an interview, you gotta be held accountable to the shit you say. I say that shit all the time. If you don't want problems, be mindful what you say. Watch what you say. Watch how you say it, because they will have people who step to you behind that. And the story, like you said, hold his hand and ask him what that shit you say. I can believe that, because that's the same shit I'll do when I run up on somebody else who have said something, and I'm gonna say, what's that shit you say? I'm coming straight at you off the rip, no top, no hello, no fucking hi. I'm gonna grab your hand and say, what's that shit you was talking in that chat? What's that shit you was running on this show, thinking nobody was gonna never hold you accountable for? Man, look, Tio. Look, worry about fighting Devin Haney and be really becoming undisputed. And that's not an opinion. That's a fact, because you're not undisputed. That's what you should be focusing on. That's my call.
Well, let me tell you, that is exactly how I felt things were going to go. I think that he has lost some fans because, people are very loyal to their fandom, just like you are loyal to whoever you're loyal to. That's what it looks like. It looks like some people are not going to be happy. And it's just from a street standpoint, man. You don't say shit like that. You could use any other word. I'm telling you, I was talking with Mitty about this morning. Mitty is UK. Those dudes are polite. For the most part, except when they're on some pints and shit in O2 or something, or in Wembley. But you know what I mean? Even he said, damn, he could have said that and not said that. And I'm like, I know. I know. Let's go to Vegas. Who's this? 702. Why don't we have your number stored? I hate when Mario takes numbers down, man. My man drops the ball huge time. 702-716. Who's this?
What's up, man? It's your boy Billy, man. I thought I was locked in, but it's cool.
Yeah, no. It's,
What's the deal, man?
It's Mario dropping the ball. Actually, maybe. Wait, not Billy Badass, right? Billy from yesterday, right?
Yeah, this Billy Badass yesterday.
Oh, well, he wrote the number wrong unless you had a different number. But I will fix that. No problem. What's going on? Good morning.
No, we get it right.
First and foremost, you are the 130-pounder.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That's right. So I did speak to Sean Du. He said he's not available. So the last guy on the list is Majid in Orlando. I don't know that he's ready for December 5th, but that would be the next option to look towards. But Billy Badass, give us your thoughts on today's topics. We'll keep Border Wars to a minimum, but I want to thank you for being interested in it altogether.
Yeah, I was actually calling about this. I listen to you all the time. I promise you. I tap in, and I got my little key points right here. Yeah, because them belts got Teofimo a little pumped up, man, on everything. And, I've been watching him. I seen him grow, and he's a little more vocal now. I seen him chopping with, what's my man's name that won the belt from the TNT camp? I forget his name every time.
Rolly.
He makes the weird sounds when he punch. Rolly, yeah, there you go. They've been talking, they've been gassing a lot, and, I think that got him pumped up. And, calling somebody a bitch, and you, not even just friends. Even my circle of homies know that we don't use that word or we get in the streets instantly. I don't care homies or not, I'm saying, on everything. And I'm not saying it's going to go towards that, because I doubt if Wilder just fire on Teofimo, whatever, because he had messed up all type of money, man. But it's just too much talking. All these dudes need to just focus on their craft right now, man, and get through this pandemic and worry about fucking fighting next year for the fucking bag, bro. Because, my bad to use all the language, but they got me a little pumped up, man, because I like Teofimo. But it's something starting to grab, push myself away from, just following dude, because It's just like I don't know, man. Like he don't have some type of guidance, PR, man. Like watch what you say, dude. You just got the belts, man. You're gonna have a lot of eyes on you, man. You're gonna lose followers before you gain them. That's just my opinion.
All right, Billy, man. Thank you for calling in. Jay Phoenix, good morning.
Yeah, any man that call a man a bitch that he ain't willing to say to his face is a bitch, period. And you could, I'm going to ask you, Doomy, would he say that to his face? No. So you don't say it on the internet. And another thing, was everybody calling him a bitch when he was crying about his anxiety and his daddy problems and crying on TV like a little bitch? No. And wasn't he just on live with his butt buddy Rolly talking about that head butt he got and the cut on his eye? He was complaining about it just yesterday. So what the fuck is he talking about? So you know what this is? He's looking at the scenery. He's checking the scene, and he's like, "Oh, everybody going against Wilder, so it's safe now." That's that bitch ass shit. That's that bark behind the fence type shit. You feel me? So, and wasn't his daddy just bitching because Loma didn't shake his hand? Like, come on now. That's just bitch energy. Mind your business. If you ain't, you know.
Cut it. Jay and Phoenix.
That had nothing to do with nothing.
Jay and Phoenix, they coming for him.
That had nothing to do with nothing.
They coming for him.
You want to talk about stuff out of the
Better
ring
watch what you say out the side of your mouth when you're talking in the presence of hustler.
Last time I checked, Tio won, champ. Big difference.
Yo, could he win this fight? I think not, so you better watch what he say. Speaking of a heavyweight, about to make a pro debut, Jordan, Seattle, Washington. What's going on, champ? What you gonna do when them 135-pounders start talking to you that way? Oh, you got the radio playing in the back.
Hey, I feel like, man, if you call somebody a bitch, you got to show them they're a bitch. That's just how I feel about it. So, I mean, I'll call them out. We going to spar or something. Like, we got to do something, but you can't just be talking reckless. That's no go.
You know what we forgot? Damn, you got the radio playing in the back. Seattle, thank you for calling in. Doomy, you know what you forgot? And you think it's shit sweet? Wilder also... Wilder also got mad and went at Charlie Zenoff. He didn't give a fuck about pro, no pro, amateur, no amateur.
You talking about a dude who's mentally ill.
And he still fucked him up. So you tell me. You tell me.
You tell me. Mentally ill.
No. But let me tell you something. See, he not thinking. He laughing. But that's who you dealing with, a dude who didn't give a fuck about anything Zelenov had going on, only about what he said about him. So you better talk to your man. You got his number, man. Don't have your man out here looking crazy, man. Kenny, what's up? Yo, tell Doomy, talk to his man before shit get ugly, man. Kenny, man.
Tio ain't a yes man, all right, champ?
Kenny, man, Niagara Falls, stand up, man. Tell him it's not safe in these streets, man.
Yeah, it's definitely not safe in these streets out here, bro. You call another man a bitch, man. I'm telling you, if I was Wilder, if I see him, I would check him.
Check, man. Check, man.
I gotta check him, man.
CYP counterpunch, sorry.
All right, Kenny, I guess you good with that. But thank you, man. Thank you for your take. CYP, California.
I'm gonna... Man, listen. If we all in a bar, it's a group of us in a bar, Wilder in the bar, Tio on the other side, we both get into it. Tio ain't gonna be the one to step out and call Wilder no bitch. Okay? Tio ain't the dude in that group to go call the 6'7" black dude over there with all the tattoos a bitch. He ain't doing it. And anybody who agree with that, who cool with that, just shows you what kind of man you really are. Because we know in real life ain't none of y'all really doing that. And Doomy, I know that's your boy, so I'm gonna let that slide. But in reality, you know better than anybody know. You don't go up to no man that you ain't willing to say nothing to, that you want to shake his hand and ask him for an autograph and call him a bitch on social media. You don't do that. But once again, anytime somebody say something bad about Wilder, there are going to be people who going to step to that dude's side, even at a time where they know it's wrong. Wilder,
Yo, that's why it sucks that he lost, because he was the most hated. It was like he was on that Floyd Mayweather level where it was like they gotta watch you because you bring the excitement, but they want you to lose. You feel me? Like this dude. You know, there's what's that? I think it's Flame Flux or something like that. Fame Flux. After the loss, bro, Wilder's score went up 365% or 67%. It's insane. Like
after he lost to Fury?
After he lost to Fury. Nobody has gone up more than Wilder and Ruiz after losses. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane that how more popular he is since the loss. You know what I mean? But that's that hate. I want to see you lose. You know, hate to see you win shit.
Yo, Ness, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. If somebody watch one of your fights, I'm gonna remove myself from the situation. Somebody watch one of your fights, and they say, "Yo, you fight like you fighting like a bitch. Like, yo, why you behave like Doomy? You lost to Midi." He's like, "Yo, you fight like a bitch." Or Ness, you got roughed up by one of these fighters, even though you won, but like you're crying like a bitch. How would you feel?
I'm a curious ass dude. I'm like, what does fighting like a bitch entail here? What do you mean?
I mean,
he has to explain to me what his definition is. You know what I'm saying? And that question you just asked. After he's done, I might challenge him to a sparring. Not just kidding.
I know in my instance, you know, not that I like it and not that I am inviting it, but I understand, you know, my 2017 fight. I could see where people thought I had some female tendencies because I was complaining to the ref, because the ref was underqualified, to say the least. So I could understand it if they're keeping it within that context, the way that you brought it up. But, you know, you don't really, you know, want to allow certain words in conversation because that door stays open for greater issues. Moving on.
And that's hold on. The reason why I'm asking you this, and then I'm gonna take it a step further, is because the general consensus is yes, I can see that. But what if they have an emphasis behind you? Now they've moved past what you're doing as being the female way, but now they're saying you yourself, like they're attaching it together now. Like you're really.
No, I understand. I mean, I understand. I feel that
you just move past it.
I feel that most people are going to react the way we think Wilder's going to react. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? You know, especially depending on your generation, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, look, man. Like I said, I think we're getting lost in the context of the word. I come from the old school. I don't talk like that. I'm very respectful because I demand the same respect back. You know what I'm saying? So you call me something that I'm like, whoa. Yeah, I'm not agreeing with none of that. I'm just saying, like, in total, like, retrospect, like you know, who was the caller that mentioned? I think it was damn, I forgot my man's name. But anyway, he said that it might be something where they know each other, or like, you know, maybe it's like something that was, you know, not so serious.
If they knew each other, he would have said something a little more friendly at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like a laugh out loud. You know what I mean? Just a laugh it off and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
so I don't know. Look, and Francis mixed in the whole Big Brother Tyson shit. So it's like, I don't know.
That's a weak
exactly.
angle, though.
We might have to give him a call and see if maybe he wants to speak on it.
That's a weak angle, though. I mean, why are you going on? You jumping off the bridge for Tyson right now? You jumping off the bridge.
Yeah, I don't see Theo as a guy like that. Like, oh, I'm gonna talk for. Like, come on, nah.
The reason why you say that,
I mean, they're both on the same side of the fence.
The X-shaped reference. X-shaped reference is referencing Tyson cheating. That's me calling you a cheater. Like, you cheated. Why are you talking about the dent in the side of your face? Like, nobody cheated you. Like, the dent in the side of your face is because you got punched, not because an object was in the glove. He didn't go as far as saying all that, but based on what he said.
I don't even want to go into that because.
Anyways, let's move on.
No, wait. I didn't want to go into it right now because I'm gonna go on a full blast. But the last time we spoke about the whole glove thing, it was I think two episodes. I don't know, whatever. I looked into. I mean, in fact, it was when I came. It was yesterday. I looked at the second fight, bro. Oh man, and like I didn't jot down the timestamps and everything else, but. Yeah, I got my own theories about that one too. And it's like, I don't think it's necessary. It's just a style. It's a style, man. Look, I don't want to talk about it now because I'm going to go on a rant. Maybe we could do a morning topic on it. But like, if I have the stamps, I'm going to tell you, like, even though the gloves were smaller and they weren't flapping, And like I even got my own gloves. I did more research and shit, bro. And then you take a look at Tyson Fury's hands, the way they are, his fingers, the way they're battered up. If you ever shake his hand or if you ever see his hands, his fingers are kind of like a little messed up. You know what I'm saying? They don't bend all the way or whatnot. I don't know if it's his ring finger, but
they're like football players' fingers. You ever
yeah,
see
yeah,
football
like
players?
they
They're like gangly. They're like they're throwing up gang signs. Yeah,
they get jammed up so much. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you ain't kidding. The fucking hands look crazy, and that's from jamming. So I don't know how long Fury, if this theory is true, been doing that, because all the signs tell the tale, like his hands, his fingers. And I started doing it on my gloves, and it's like you can actually like fold in your hand and like wiggle it in and play with it. And like, look, I already knew that, but I didn't see it in the second fight because I wasn't looking for it, But I started looking more, and it was like, yo, they had smaller gloves, so you couldn't really tell. But I'm gonna show timestamps just for shits and giggles, because I know many of you think this is total horseshit, but it's just some things I can't say no to because of the visuals, man.
Yes, yeah, Coach Doomy under the microscope.
I can't. Yeah, some things I gotta. You know what I need? I need you guys to look at it and tell me, you know what, Doomy, you're full of shit. You're just seeing things, or maybe you'll see what I'm seeing.
I would love to, because I've been looked at it so many times before in so many angles, and they're giving me crap for being, I'm a baby for picking. I'm a Wilder lover, but like, yo, honestly, when you look at it, you gotta look at it unbiased, like without any side, just an unbiased. You don't know nothing. You're just looking at the situation, or else you're not gonna get it.
No, you have to be unbiased, because if not, you're not trying to find correct, or true evidence. You want to see what your mind wants to see. But yeah, we went off on a rant there. Again, this is about my man Tio.
You went off on one, but that's all right. I would love to see you in your gloves. Let me get to some of these callers, man. I want to go to Bruce in Chicago. What's going on, champ?
Taking shots.
Yo, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, with the whole T.O. thing, I just think that it's not personal. You know what I mean? Period. It's not personal. I don't think Wilder should take it personal. I don't think people should take what other people say to them personal anyway. But I don't think that T.O., should say things and not expect a reaction. However somebody's going to react is how they're going to react. But it's a chain of events. You call a man out his name, a man do something about you calling him out his name, and you do something about whatever the fuck he did to you. It never ends, at one stop. It keeps on going. You know what I mean? And Wilder is big and threatening. In Chicago, that shit don't mean nothing. You go put your hands on somebody, they're gonna do something to you. You ain't gonna put your hands on nobody else. You know what I mean? That's just how they go. But that's why you don't take things personally. But Teofimo and Fury are friends. If you see them, they interact all the time. I don't know if they're friends, but I mean they got a lot of interaction. That's probably why T.O. did that. But I don't like the whole, the glove thing. Even though I can understand it and I can feel it.
Cut it. Remember, everybody gets a minute. If you're a boomeranger, you obviously get 2 calls at a minute, and you can counterpunch with a $5 super chat or a $5 Cash App to SGTO to get you back on the line. We want to keep these phone lines moving and allow everybody to get an opportunity to voice their opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget that number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. I see a lot of people on Blog Talk. If you're just listening, I get it. But if you want to talk, you definitely need to press 1, notifying me that that's what you want to do. We're talking Teofimo Lopez on Wilder. And basically telling him to stop talking about the dent in his head and stop being a biatch. It's his words.
Research.
His words, not mine. Obviously, I knew the topic would bring you guys out. So yeah, I know what I'm doing. What up?
Doomy, we gotta do that another show for that, because we're gonna go.
It's already like I figured it out. I figured it all out.
Oh, you figured out how he did it?
Oh no, and look, I knew it already, but
you saying Fury cheated?
Champ, you see my glove right now, champ? You see this, right? This is my hand all the way in.
Oh
right?
my God! Wait! They don't see you. They don't see you. Right. He put the glove on, y'all. He put the glove on.
See this? All right, this is my hand with the glove totally in it. All right, this is my hand already in
but
the
I see
grip.
you already moving it with your glove
No,
in it.
no. This is my hand so that people see that it's gripped. You see, my palm is here. This is my palm. This is the right way to put on a glove, right?
Yeah.
But I'm telling you that the gloves, the fingers to slip in here and make a total fist is not that hard. I could literally look right there, and this is me showing you. I could easily go to my corner and rest my gloves on my leg and just quickly look. You see, I'm here grabbed. Watch how quick I can switch it, and I could do it with wraps on too. Watch. Now, what do you think? There's no hand. My fists are here. My secondary knuckles are here. Now watch this. I could be fighting. Doing this.
He got the flappy, y'all. He got a flappy.
Doing this. Now watch this. I took it from this. Boom. Quick. I'm back on the grab. Ooh. And I could go. And I could put my glove down.
But
go back to a fist.
That's no hand wraps. That's no hand wraps signed
I'll
off
put
by
on
the
the hand
commission.
wraps. I could do it with
your
the hand
wraps not signed off by the commission.
Hey, do me.
Yeah,
Guess what?
yeah.
Guess what?
What's up?
That's where the petrol comes in now. Because the petrol tightens
shit.
the skin.
He went the petrol
it tightens
route.
the skin and doesn't let your skin break.
Yo, they went the
I'm just saying,
petrol
continue.
route.
Listen, this is nothing new.
Yo, Bloodsport. They went Bloodsport Van Dam with the petro and the wraps with the glass on it.
Remember, he said he was talking to the old traveler, and the old traveler said, "All you gotta do is dip your hand in petrol. It'll make your hand hard as stone."
But what happened? I thought when we reported on that, everybody said that was just him building up the fight.
Sugar Hill, everybody came on and kept on it like, yeah, he dipped his hand in petrol.
Yo, listen,
and that is the thing. If you do your research, it's actually a thing. It's actually something that he used to do back in the day.
Look, mine's is not.
He said it's
definitely not
actually
taped.
a thing.
I'm not taped up. I got these locks. You know, MX. Shout out to Ness and shit. Never last. And
Jordan
you know,
Baker.
like
Shout out to Jordan Baker.
Shout out to Jordan.
Pound for pound status.
So again now, like, this could be taped and it could be wrapped, and you can still do the same thing. You guys are not understanding. Your fingers are not wrapped, so your fingers are not stubbier. Your knuckles are going to be wrapped, but your fingers can still slide in. And look, if you guys don't believe me, try it yourself at home. Everybody that owns a boxing glove, Naja, Carlitos, I see you clowning me and shit, but go try it with your boxing glove and see that it's not that hard. And you know, it's possible. It's possible. And that's when I took a look at the second fight, there was instances where the hand was there, and I was like, wait a minute, the hand is there. Then there's other instances that I saw that the flap was there. Now the flap didn't look so out in your face because the gloves that he wore were smaller. So it was just crazy, man. And like I said, I got timestamps and shit. You know how Doomy gets down, but I'll take you down that rabbit hole another time.
You already went down the
we didn't even
rabbit
talk
hole.
about the Preston part of the gloves. Let's move on, Ness. Let's go.
Yo, we going out to Sacramento. New caller. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Marcus calling from Sac. What's going on with y'all?
What's going on, Marcus?
Man, I'm disappointed in y'all, man.
Oh shit, we all
Say
get.
it ain't
Hold
so.
on.
Say it ain't
Hey
so.
yo, don't put me in the group with these dudes, man. What am I
No, I'm
being
talking
charged with?
about course, the law in Oregon. That's a good law, man.
What the fuck?
Because these rich politicians, right? They kids like Joe Biden's son was on crack, did cocaine. He get to go to rehab. But us, as regular citizens, we got to go to jail. And that's what that law is about, pretty much, is you have to go to rehab if they catch you with a gram of cocaine or heroin. But if you don't go to rehab, then you go to jail. And I support that.
No, I get it. We got that over here. It's called drug program over here. You know, where you instead of going to jail, you go to either in or out house, an in or out patient program, and you know, you try to allegedly kick your addiction, but we have to be real, man. I'm from the inner city, man. I'm from Newark, New Jersey, you know what I mean? My people taking drug programs, 99% of them, I ain't gonna say that many. I'm gonna say 60%, they not on drugs. They just taking the drug program not to go to jail, you know, and then they right back out doing the same thing, selling the same thing to the same people. But I hear you, man. I guess it's good and bad and everything. I'm not knocking it. Hearing your side of it.
I want to say something about Tio, too.
It's serious.
And the thing about Tio, I look at that a little bit differently because, you know, Top Rank is trying to cover up this glove gate. So they putting their fighters out to say, oh, Wilder's being a bitch. That's how I look at it. I think it was strategic for
so
Tio
it's the
to come
cover
out and
up.
say that.
It's the cover up. Not
Yeah.
the takeover, the cover
That's
up.
how I feel.
Yo, I
Yeah,
got
that's
you, man. Marcus in
there's no
Sacramento. Thank you for calling in.
there's no way that that's true when Tio was saying, oh, they don't want to give me a rematch and they didn't want to congratulate me. They didn't even give me my belt. As soon as I didn't even get a chance to take a picture with the belt.
Yeah, he was just going off on him.
Off.
But yeah, we moving on. We got Coach Myers, Connecticut, boomerang status. What up?
Good morning. Y'all can hear me?
Loud and clear, champ. Loud and clear.
Mr.
All
Myers,
right,
I've
all
been
right.
expecting you.
Stop ducking, Frankie. But far as that T.O. situation, I feel like, well, me personally, I was raised in the inner city just like you, Ness. So it's like I was raised certain things you say, expect a fight. You know what I mean? Like you talk about somebody's mom, expect a fight. You call somebody a B word, expect a fight. You know what I mean? So I was raised up on that. And another thing, like Ness, like how mad do you have to be to call somebody a bitch? You're just not regularly going to call somebody a bitch that you don't deal with, right?
Yeah.
That has to come from a place of anger. You know what I mean? You don't just regularly call somebody a bitch.
He from the East
Exactly.
Coast, man. He can't act like he don't know what that means on the East, man. You can't even.
Exactly.
That's not true, man.
Exactly. So that's my call, but you can give my boomerang to J Mac, and y'all take it easy.
All right, coach. Shout out to giving it to the other coach. Nah, man, listen. It's like Coach Myers said. He told his age right there, and I'm glad we in the same bracket, man. He said, yo, you talk about someone's mother, that was a fight back in my day, man. You know how many fights I had?
Talk about my mama.
You know how many fights I had over mom shit? My mom would come to school like, man, stop defending me. Because all I'm doing is getting suspended, bruh. Like, nah, man, we come up from that era. And listen, I done been smacked, man. And I done smacked, man. I'm telling you, I done put my nose in some shit. I moved to 12th Ave and 4th Street. 12th Street and 4th Ave. And put my nose in other people's business, bruh, and got smacked and had to deal with that, as a young teenager, getting to an inner city neighborhood, not really knowing how shit goes. So, bruh, you learn real quick, man. I'm telling you, I come from the era of the shoulder bumping. Like, what you gonna do? And I learned, don't ever. I learned quick. Don't ever do the shoulder bump talking to a dude ear because he gonna snuff you right there. I come from that sneaking era, dog. If I hit you first, it's a wrap. So I don't know nothing about this craziness, man. I don't know nothing about this craziness. So, it is what it is. But anyway, we going out to Mr. PBC. What up? Seattle, Washington.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com. I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife. And cut the bullshit out. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Hey, yo, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yo, man, what's good, TVV? You guys always come with it every day, all day. It's crazy Teofimo said that, but, he's a man. He has his opinion. Everybody has an opinion. If he goes and calls someone out their name, then he stepped out of that opinion. Now he's in a realm of disrespect, which isn't a form of opinion. To me, he can do what he wants, but I don't really feel like Deontay Wilder is out here running up on people like that. I think, it is what it is. The dude feels like that. He feels like that. I just can't wait to see what happens in the future with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. And I'm going to say it on record, Tyson Fury, no one's going to want to fight this dude after this. This is going to be the highest risk taking fight you ever seen. He's going to have metal detectors.
Bruh, he got
a CT scan.
Doggy,
all that stuff.
You wrong. He got Adjit Cababel already wanting to fight him. They got Eddie Hearn. What you mean? They got Eddie Hearn trying to get him the Dillian White fight. He got people trying to get that fight.
Andy Louise was trying to do that too, but look what happened. Once you talk about court, motherfuckers get straight. That's my call.
Nah, and that's what Shelley talked about in the Athletic article, man. He definitely brought up, seeking legal action, man. We going out to Gather. Talk to me.
Oh. Yeah, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Got him.
All right, man. Check. Look, I know T.O. Champion at 135 and everything. He the man and shit, but don't give him the right to talk out his fucking neck, man. We all men. That's I hear you keep saying it's a generational thing. It's not really, dog. Because like I told you, you know my age, dog. If a nigga call me a bitch, he got to show. He got to stand on that. And do me, I think it's the same thing for you. If somebody called you a bitch and you seen them that day, you would go over there and make them stand on it. You go over there and check them. And to all the people in the chat saying that we being sensitive and all the extra bullshit. Go call a grown man a bitch on the street today and see if you don't get checked or if you don't get your ass beat. And I don't understand how Wilder is a bitch when he got in the ring with Tyson Fury and trying to get back in there instead of go to court. That's a warrior. Fuck out of here. Tio, watch your mouth. Fight Devin Haney.
I mean, they're as good as dead.
Yo, Haney gained so many fans now. That's the second person to say that, and I can imagine how many other people now want to see Tio lose to Haney for taking that stance, man. It's funny how shit works. What up, Francis?
But he been calling all these guys out, talking about them.
For your viewing pleasure, I've decided to put in the pre-pro. You can check it out. The bromance between Tyson Fury and Teofimo Lopez. Just to, because, you know, I've learned from you that you like links and stuff, and I put the links there. You can watch. There's a short clip, 26 seconds, if you want to play it for the people out there, TBV.
You sent 4 links right here.
Yeah, but there's one that the first one I sent is 26 minutes. Yeah, of the bromance. It's been going on for a while. So it's not it's very normal for Teofimo Lopez to, as what you say, jump out the window and make such comment about Deontay Wilder, given that he fought his guy.
Cool. They cool
his
with
guy,
each other.
his boy, his man. You know what I mean? That's my guy. Definitely.
Yeah, I think there is.
Just like what I said when I started it. That's exactly what it is, and there's the proof and the evidence to back up what I've been saying when we started this show.
Yeah, I mean, I can't play that like
backing
that,
up his boy.
I can't play like that. You gotta I don't know, screen record or something. You got 4 links here.
I'll do that one, no problem. I got you.
But look, I do agree with you, Francis, in the fact that they're very cool with each other, and that could play a part in his I guess in his views between the two fighters. All right. Now whether that is the totality of why he said that, I'm probably not sure, but I see the videos and I see the bromance. They're sort of like, I guess same stable. If you're in the same stable, you know what I'm saying? They're top ranked, man.
They probably train at the same top ranked gym in Vegas. Tio relocated from Florida to Vegas.
Mm-hmm. So I see how it is, but as far as it being the totality, probably not. But yeah, there is a good relationship between the two, and I'm pretty sure that when you say I'll bet my house on Tyson Fury, to beat Wilder in the rematch, then
that's what Tio said.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh wow.
Yeah. So that's the way he feels.
I wonder if he really bet. You feel like that, you might as well put that money down. Let me go out to Chrono in Richmond, California. What up?
Cheer.
Chrono.
Hey, what's up?
What up?
TBG.
I hear you.
Do me, you're right about the gloves. You're 100% right. You pegged it. And what he's doing is he's just sliding those 4 fingers down, and he's making a fist inside the glove, and that's why you look on both fights.
Try bringing in your thumb too, champ. You can actually bring your whole thumb in and close a fist.
Exactly, and you could actually see that in the fight when he's throwing his hooks, when he's hitting them. You can see that's his fist hitting him, not the heel of his palm, like he's doing a palm strike.
Secondary
he's actually closing his fist. Exactly, and like you said about his fingers being all mangled up, yeah, they're like pressed in because he's hitting with that.
That's right.
His fingers are all jacked up because he's literally punching people with his knuckles on the inside. It's not like it's hard to do. And if you
cut it. Corono, thanks for calling in. Now Bruce, is that your counterpunch?
Yeah, it is.
All right, because you got a different name there, right?
Yeah.
So just to confirm, you are, what's the initials?
JH.
That's you. You the champ. Now I know. I'm going to try and correlate those two things. How are you? And back at it. There you go. Count.
Gotcha. No, yeah. Shit, I forgot. I had a point. Well, goddamn, I forgot. I started working. There you go. But no, yeah, I think that.
Take
I
your
mean,
time. Don't worry.
Tia. Gotcha. Okay. Teofimo. It's boxing is long. He got a long career ahead of him. You know what I mean? That's just like kind of laughing at people that get knocked out and shit like that, and you're a fighter. It's kind of ridiculous because you got to climb back in there. Shit like that. I mean, Tio got some killers around him. Haney, Tank. He got some killers around him. He's the man right now. Give him that. But you got people that he's gonna have to fight. You know what I mean, in order to maintain their status. Because I know that confidence booster is what gives him, the why he would even say that to Wilder anyway. You know what I mean? But that's what I was calling about. I remember that's my call. Great show, and keep giving us great shows. Thank you guys.
Thank you, brother, for choosing us to listen to while at work, and obviously for supporting with that counterpunch. We appreciate everybody that continues to support TBV and everybody that keeps trying to ensure that we get Steve Willis. Shout out to the Steve Willis Fund. So many of you have stepped up. And remember, every single dollar counts. We want to make sure that, Steve is comfortable so that we can have him reoccurring, man. And imagine if Champ, what's up? You over there doing your editing live. And just remember, man, having Steve not only adds, a better level of visuals for you, but it frees up, Alex to be on the table and commentate so that it's not pretty dry with just myself. Also, it frees him up to be in people's corner, man, and help out the way that J-Mac is helping out. So it's going to increase the level of production for you from all angles of TBV, whether that be, Steve actually reffing our fights or freeing up Doomy to do so many other things and help so many other fighters. Warm them up, man. The way that I complain about real fucking fighters not getting a chance to do enough warm-up. They come into that fight so dry, so anxious, maybe Doomy can be around giving everybody pad work, warming them up. So
that's right. I'm trying to give the war room speech, man, to all the fighters, and sometimes I don't get to do it with the referee speech and going over the rules. But yeah, man, this is gonna be so great. I can't wait. I'm excited.
I got everything else.
So shout out to my Jimbe, shout out to Jordan Baker, Stainless, Israel Weber. Izzy, I hate that sometimes I say your nickname, man, your whole name. I'm so sorry. One day. Who else we got, man? Bo and Bama. Shout out to Bo and Bama. Shout out to Anthony Vaughn Lewis. Shout out to Ivan Gamart. Shout out to Ito is cool, man. Shout out to Christian Camillo. Shout out to Dennis in Tampa. Remember, guys, every dollar counts. We want to make sure Steve Willis is comfortable, and any extras is gonna go to the production. We also are bringing back the same guy that recorded season 7. Damn, I had that. Let me go to his thing. The name of his company, because it's Cass. It definitely stands for Carlos, for his whole name or his nickname, right? But and he's got so much, planned. I mean, he's taking it so seriously. He really is gonna put it together. It's called Kaz Boxing. He's Kaz Boxing Productions. He's gonna take care of all B-roll footage. I'm also having him record the fight. So we're going to do our own production to get it right out to you, but he's also going to do a professional recording of the entire fight, not just highlights. He's going to set up to record the whole fight so we can get that in 4K for you as well. But we'll put it out under our equipment to get it right to you to satisfy that need immediately. And we will be looking to go live this time around. As long as we can pick up a few more sponsors, we would like to go live to kind of give everyone that.
We're gonna do the pay-per-view for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do the pay-per-view for y'all.
But let's get to Izzy in Oklahoma, who will be joining us in Dallas once again. I mean, this is gonna be your third one in a row, man. I just want to thank you first and foremost. You know, my girl always says, "Say thank you." You know, I call Doomy and I'm like, "Yo, I gotta go XYZ. I need you to watch the dogs." And she's like, "What the hell is wrong with you? Ask him, can he watch your dogs? Tell him thank you for watching your dogs." And Izzy, I just want to say thank you because, you know, other people might look at it like, yo, you know, Izzy's there, but that takes something and that means something to fly out just to be there to help us out and help production, man. Again, like J-Mac, bro, showing you a true part of the brotherhood. How? What up, Chief?
Hey, good morning. Yeah, I want to say, and I don't think I got the chance to say it in Pittsburgh, but I want to say thank you, Nez, because you're the Bob father behind all this, and it's just a great experience. I'm not fighting yet again, but I'll go to help. I don't.
Doomy's ducking you. Doomy's ducking. He got 5 weeks to get ready. Doomy got 5 weeks if he really wanted. Actually, it's 4 now because we're actually on November 5th.
You are sitting in your mum's spare rooms, just tickling your bollocks.
Doomy's a super heavyweight now. I can't match his weight level. I'm just playing.
That's the Izzy I know.
Now, on the topic, man, I just want everybody to keep that heat for when, because y'all forget when AJ, I think after Wilder Fury 2 said that he called Wilder a B, ends in TCH, as he says. And I don't remember all this heat coming at Mr. Joshua. So just remember that. And I disagree. I think he went too far. I think Teofimo, and I like Teofimo too, but I think he went too far with this. I think he could have left it at the stop making excuses type comment. I didn't need to call the man a bitch. That's just my thoughts.
I agree. I agree with you.
Not gonna go too deep into it, but that's just I read it. I was like, okay, this makes sense. And then I read that and I was like, oh, come on, man. But that's just and y'all have a good day.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Yo, let's go out to JT, brother J-Mac, man. We haven't had the opportunity to meet him, but they're twins, you know? So Charlos give us the impression they're pretty similar. I'm going to assume you're going to be just as a great guy, man. But if you ain't, your brother's making you look good as a twin, man. But what's going on? JT in New Orleans.
So interesting, you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, that comment. No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Oh, shit, he's just listening. Keem in Florida, what it do? Oh, damn, Keem, I got to come back. I know you sent the new one. King Born, you got the skip. Chip.
Yo.
Oh, you don't want your intro?
Oh.
No intro, no.
I'm here, man. What up?
Go for it.
I want to thank you for saying that, because you remember growing up, everybody said about your mom that was a fight. When you got to teenage years, I grew up in New York, Brooklyn, Crown Heights, you grew up in Newark. Yo, suck my dick and bitch, those is fighting words. You gonna get stabbed, shot. I'm from the era motherfuckers got stomped out. Yo, Ness, thank you for saying that, because these motherfucking little kids think they could just say anything. Yo, Teofimo, Tyson is your man, but everybody want to jump on Wilder now. But you know goddamn well, Wilder your face, we don't call no man a bitch. In jail, that's fighting words. You get stabbed up for that, man. Fuck wrong with them, Ness? Why you saying all this slick shit now? You wasn't saying that shit 2 months ago. Fuck out of here, man. I hope Wilder knock his fucking head off. And fuck the money, fuck the lawsuit. Can't call no man.
Cut it. Whoa. Cut it. I hear you though, man. I'm telling you, man. Look, people saying we ghetto in the chat and all that. That's because you ain't. Yo, I come from that era, man. OPP. If you ain't never been where I'm from, you wouldn't understand. It's just that's
Theo
just
from
how
Brooklyn.
it is.
I'm sure Born
So
Duck.
he should understand.
No, so he should understand. That's what we say. I'm talking about for the people in the chat that they like, man, this is some ghetto stuff. Y'all talking crazy. Yeah, listen, at this age, I'm not out here trying to hit, smack, do nothing to nobody that said nothing to me, man. I hear you, but I'm a whole different person. I told you, I don't have FU money. That's different. You know what I mean? You got to be careful because people that do got FU money.
Yo, real quick though, Supermax did have a super chat. Glovegate is like politics, man. People are set in what they believe and not changing their minds. May as well let that go. Margarito Coda 1 wasn't overturned. That is true. But Cannabis Cove says, if you from New York, you know BK dudes talk the most crap.
Yeah. What's the saying though?
Brooklyn, we go hard?
Nah. It's Harlem niggas making it, Brooklyn niggas taking it, Queens niggas faking it. I think. Queens about to kill me. Damn. Queens about to kill me. Don't come at me. It's in a song. Yo, who's next? Oh, I never downloaded your intro, Kim. I'm telling you, it's too many things. Where is my intern, man? Why you ain't download the intro yet, man? What's going on?
You're sitting in your mum's spare rooms, just tickling your bollocks.
I know. I'm too high on the show. Let me see who's this guy over here. It looks like we got a new call over here though. Oh nah, that might be Rock in Oklahoma. What up? Izzy, you got one. What up, Rock? What it do?
What's happening? Y'all can hear me?
You're loud and clear.
Yeah. Look, streetwise, I mean, I know we talk boxing on the show, but streetwise, you just don't call anybody out his name. And on top of that, you doing that on the side of Wilder's op. Like, if you cool with Wilder's op and you call him the B word, Wilder got every right to take that personally, because not only is you calling me that, but I know you super cool with my op. And in the streets, like, if you cool with my op and you disrespecting me, then I got to assume, I got to take that personally. So if Wilder run down on him, which history shows, he'll come see about you. That's just what it is. Tio got to live up to that. But I also wanted to address, because somebody said something earlier about Regis and Chisora. Regis is in London, but Regis is from New Orleans. I'm from New Orleans. I live in Oklahoma, but I'm from New Orleans. Trust me, Regis about that. If Regis was in any other place in the States, he would have checked Chisora about that, no matter the size, whatever. But don't ever think that Regis ain't about what he say he about. Trust me. He from New Orleans. He from the city.
Cut it. I mean, for Regis at that point, that was the biggest fight of his career, to ruin it and have all the, because the UK would have got against, he would have went at Chisora right then and there. You know, and that's what I'm saying.
Went at him how though?
But hold on, I don't think he's gonna call Chisora a bitch. That's what I'm saying.
Anything he would have said when Chisora, because Chisora, I forgot now, but remember, we did a show on that shit. Chisora said some shit. I was like, whoa. You know, like, he played him. He shouldn't have done that. And Regis should have said something.
Yeah.
But in retrospect, that was the biggest fight of his career. That was a unification with Josh Taylor. You fighting on foreign soil. The last thing...
Chisora was mad because he wasn't getting the main stage.
Yeah. But the last thing you want to do is be on the opposite side of the UK in your big fight. I mean, it didn't matter because, you know, he lost regardless. But, you know, I think he did the right thing that day. But now we ready.
No.
There's nothing in the sponge for Izzy. He ain't got nothing in there. Where the team at? Oh, he got J-Mac giving excellent instructions over there to Keem the Dream.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Did that sound?
It sound better.
Sounds better. The levels
sound
are better.
It definitely sound better. You can hear you can hear the ad libs a little better. So let's see how the people react to it.
All right, cool. Shout out to Doomy for being a part of the intro. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. As far as the topic, man, I kind of agree with most people, man. That's just not really something you should say to another grown man. I know T.O.'s young, and you know he might just be from a different era, but at the same time, that's just not something you say to somebody. He could have said I think you said Mitty said it. He could have said everything he said minus that. Like, you know what I mean? And everything would have been all right. And I do truly believe he's, Wilder's probably gonna check him on that whenever he sees him. He's at least definitely gonna step to him and question him about that, because
He ain't
that's
stepped to
that's
White
kind of
yet.
heavy,
White called
man.
him a bitch. Why the energy
I
difference?
mean, I don't know. Did he see White in person? I don't think he has. So that's a difference. They across the pond. Like if he sees T.O. in Brooklyn at the Barclays, I'm sure he gonna be like, "Hey, yo, what was that you had said?" Like, you know what I mean? I ain't saying he got to run up on him like and grab him by his neck or something. But I'm sure he's at least going to say, "Hey, what was that you was saying? Like, what you mean by that?" Like how you
I
said if
believe that.
somebody
I
were to
believe
say, "Hey,
that.
yo,
I
do
do.
me, you
I
fought
do.
like a bitch," you're gonna be like, "Well, what exactly do you mean by that?" Because if you want to take it personally, then we can handle that. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. He's gonna check the temperature on that, I believe.
Exactly. You know what, Kim? I agree with that. You feel me? I wasn't agreeing with the whole him running down on him like a Viking barbarian. Like
Yeah, I don't think he got to do
his
that. I just
presence
simply think
itself would
he's
be
gonna
like,
come to him and just be like, "Hey, yo, what did you mean by that?" Because I need to see exactly what you was talking about. If you didn't mean it like that, if you my bad, this and this and that. Nah, we just all right, cool. I just need some understanding. I need some straightening. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's all I got, man. Shout out to J Mac. Shout out to Border Wars.
Keem the Dream.
All right. We got Louisville Slugger, talk to me.
TVV, what up? What up?
What
Yeah,
up?
man. T.O., man. He feeling himself, man. He done got that fake undisputed. He doing his thing right now, so I guess he feeling himself, man. But like, what he gonna do if Wilder come check him on this, man? What he a 5'4" batting weight, man? Come on, Wilder, what 6 something? He come checking. What you gonna do, man? What you gonna be a tough guy because you a boxer? Come on, bro. If Wilder check him on, he gonna bring the bitch out of T.O. Come on, man. You can't be talking like that. And you ain't see the difference with AJ. He a heavyweight. He gonna have to stand on that. You know what I'm saying? T.O. in a whole nother weight class, man. You ain't gonna never be able to fight Wilder. So come on, how you gonna sit up there and say that and you knowing you ain't gonna never be able to stand on it? So when the video come out, Wilder come check him on it, what T.O. be smiling and bringing the bitch out of T.O., man. 5'4" batting weight, man. Come on, man.
We going out to Decatur, Georgia.
Get your ass in the ring and swing, man.
BoxingWords.com.
Hey, Daddy.
Boxing thinking man's game.
This is
Skill. Up here. You gotta be out think a motherfucker. That's what BoxingWords.com.
Hey, what's happening, TVV? Hey, can you hear me on pretty good?
Real good.
Solid.
All right, cool, man. I'm trying to cram all this shit in real quick. Shout out to TBV. Shout out to Baldy. Shout out to Jetso for putting your ball on the song. Shout out to everybody who on the Border Wars tracks. Shout out to who is it? One more motherfucker. Everybody, shout out chat. Everybody. So check this, Teofimo, bro. Just stick to your weight class. Don't worry about heavyweights, my guy. You can't fight Deontay Wilder. It ain't none of your goddamn business. Like, keep it 100. 2, it don't matter where you from, bro. If you a man and a dude call you a bitch, it is your obligation to react to that shit. So, no, shout out to where everybody from. No disrespect, but it ain't about where you're from, my guy. If you a goddamn man, you ain't having that shit. You did. So, shout out to everybody.
You solid for that one, champ.
So shout out to everybody. Y'all keep this shit 100, man. Teofimo, stay in your weight class, player. You got plenty of people that want that ass. Shout out to everybody. I'm out.
Super chats. We got who's in the building with the super chat.
Supermax says, play that AJ freestyle just for the last bar.
Yo, I actually deleted that a while ago because I'm like, when am I gonna play that again? But did you get to Supermax's Glovegate is like politics?
Yeah, I also got to
Cannabis Cove. And what about Coyote?
Coyote. I think I might have not read Coyote's. He says, Ness, how come you still can't get an interview? Or do you have to join the alphabet people now? Gah! Laughing emoji.
I have no clue what he speaks of.
El Coyote, come back with an explanation, por favor. And that's
we got looking like Joe in Pennsylvania. What up?
PA, stand up.
Hey, good morning. You hear me there?
Yes, sir.
We hear you loud and clear, champ.
All right. Yeah, I mean, what's worse, calling somebody a racist or calling somebody a bitch? Because people call what's his name, Trump, the president. People call him a racist every day. Why? Because there's proof. I mean, of what he's doing. So like, there's proof. The proof is that this guy Wilder, I mean, that's what he's doing. He's being a bitch. That's the honest truth. You can't. There's no excuses. You lost. Why don't you try to do it again and see if you can win? I don't think he will. I don't think he ever will. All Wilder got is the right hand. So it's something he's got to calm down, try to get the fight again, and see if he can make it better. But by making excuses, I mean, I've been jumped before when I was younger. Did I make excuses about me being jumped? No. I just say I got beat up.
Cut it.
That's the issue, though. Joe, right? Like, he wants the third fight, and that's the thing. Like, people calling him, female dogs and whatever, but they not understanding is like, this is a dude that wants to fight. The dude that you think beat him twice, he still wants to fight again. Like, it's a dude that I just want to fight. I want to win. That's how bad he wants. You think he lost twice, he still wants to fight. That guy, not someone else. That guy. Like, this is the guy you ain't backing, and that's what I don't understand. It's like, nah, you calling him all these names when he wants to fight the toughest dude in the heavyweight division 3 times. I'm just saying, I don't get y'all. Yo,
the chat is the terror dome.
We going out to CYP. I just get mad people to go to you, but let's go.
Is that?
That was smart though, because I don't know who dude was, but y'all know how I get. And you sound like an idiot. You sound about. Matter of fact, we understand. We understand why he got jumped. We understand why you got jumped because you say dumb stuff. Dudes probably got tired of it and whooped your ass because you say stupid stuff. Talking about he shouldn't do it. He should try to fight again. What you think he's trying to do? What you think the lawsuit's for, dummy? Like, he want that smoke. He'd rather fight dude than to say anything. He was quiet for 7 months trying to fight the dude instead of talk. Like, hello, wake up. Like, when are y'all gonna listen? And the only thing T.O. gonna ever call Wilder in person is 911 and an ambulance. He ain't calling him no names. And Trey Miller, you know what's popping with me, Trey Miller. You know what's popping with me. I think you a bitch, and I say it in your face. CYP out.
Okay.
Yo, get that super chat from
Shinsi. When did Wilder see AJ or White to address the talking? Stop capping. The hand of God extends to the street also. I don't know emoji. Laughing emoji.
Yo, listen.
The last time before you go, Ness, the last time I checked, because I haven't talked in a little bit. Last time I checked, AJ stopped Wilder from coming to the fight.
Yo, we sync. Yo,
they gonna have to send their best fighter for the champ.
We sync, man, and you and I, we understand what's going on. How the fuck I'm gonna address anything you said if you got security telling me I can't even get to the ring, man? You know what's going on, but it is what it is. Everybody gonna believe what they want to believe, man. It's all good. That's what this world is about, man. That's what this world is about. Any other super chats before we go back out to the callers? I gotta go to Majid in Orlando. I got you, 130-pounder. His name is Billy and
Billy Badass.
Yeah, y'all could do it for next year or something like that, man. Cause obviously December may be too quick for both of y'all. But what up?
Do you know what everybody says?
Uh-oh, he's busy. We going out to my Gene Bet, who I also skipped. What up?
You've seen him. You know how strong he is.
I'm back.
Oh, Majid, what up?
Yeah, man. I'm down for it. Just send me a video and I'll make one or whatever. But that's good after December 5th, though. But yeah, they trying to lose and shit. But everybody need to like the channel, subscribe to the channel, and join Patreon for something. But yeah, I feel like Lopez, you know what he's saying on camera and everything. I'm like, I don't care how nobody spin it, do me. I know that's your man, but I could guarantee he will not repeat it with the same energy. And if he does, we all know he'll get attacked because do me, I'm about the TO side, and I bet you if I come over in your face and call you a bitch, you probably gonna fucking MMA me or try to. You know what I'm saying? So it was disrespectful, but war words is gonna happen. You know, so I mean we'll see in the future. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, everybody like the video, and that's I hit you up on the back or on Instagram or whatever and start that shit up. But yeah, it's whatever. I'm with it.
All right, all right, all right. Well, there we go.
Honest Majid.
We're going to make this happen. We're going out to United Kingdom's own.
To this day. To this day.
Sing along if you know the words.
Come on.
Coyote, man, it never gets old.
Yeah, it never does. What's going on, peoples? What's going on? Listen, I'm going to make this a quick one because I know Ness is going to cut me off shortly. Anyone who believes that Wilder won at the third fight, yeah, you're a bit delusional. Let me explain it to you. You see, Wilder kept quiet for what, almost 8 months. If you really believe you were cheated, you would have said something. So Wilder doesn't want to fight Fury. He kept quiet for 8 months, waited for the contract to expire, and came out and started the propaganda, just like he did with AJ when he docked AJ and started the propaganda that AJ was docking him. We know this. We know this is what he does. He starts propagandas when he doesn't want to fight. Wilder never wanted a third fight. He got beat. He realized that he couldn't beat Fury. All he's got is to make excuses. That's why he's making 1,001 excuses. And that's the truth. And anyone who doesn't want to believe that, you can believe whatever you want.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Nah, the last time I checked, you're the one that's
What happened?
You're the one that's delusional. Okay, let's run down the list of things that you just said right there. We're gonna go back and talk about AJ and Fury. I mean Wilder. You know what? I'm so wound up right now. No, I'm so wound up right now. Like I have like 1,000 things going through my brain at one time that I want to get it with right now. Yo, move on. Let me gather my thoughts.
Brain fart going down.
Gathering the thoughts they spilled out, and he's collecting them. Give him a shot. Chip. But look, man, God, whatever.
See what I mean?
Yo, no
like
problemo.
That one was a mouthful. Like, who's delusional? Delusional about what? Like, the fact that who didn't think Wilder won the first fight? What do you mean you think he didn't won any of the fights? Of course he won. There's a chance to think he won the first fight after knocking him down in the referee. We're not even talking about you're delusional about that fact. And the fact about AJ didn't want to fight Wilder ducked him with the whole contract situation. What are you talking about?
You know what it is? In Coyote's defense, Francis, is that like throughout all this, he said so much, right? And then the little thing opened up now where he admitted, quote unquote, or whatever, about him, being offered something and with AJ, and then AJ coming out and saying, listen, it all comes out into the light. And then him waiting 8 months, the contract's expiring. It's just so much wait time. And that's one of the things that I got to agree with Coyote. Like, if I know you cheated, and I don't know what litigations are being launched.
But do me.
Hold on. Let me just finish that thought so I don't forget.
All right, go ahead.
I don't know what kind of litigations are being launched towards Tyson Fury and his camp. You know what I'm saying? For them to not be able to talk. You understand? Like, why did you decide to take that period of time to just shut down? Go to the shadow realm, basically, And these are questions that are valid. Ain't nothing wrong with the people asking, why'd you stay quiet so long when you know this guy cheated you? It's a reasonable question. So I don't know what litigations tie you up into not talking about it or not pursuing it aggressively right from the get. But these are questions that the people are going to ask you. And all we keep getting is videos of cryptic messages like, yeah, we're going to, do this, and it's like you did this, and it's like, and he got biblical on me, which I love a lot. The good book has a lot of knowledge, but this is just no clarity. There's no real clarity. Go ahead.
And to answer that, I'm just gonna tell you that you can't just jump out and make an allegation without having facts.
Yeah, proof.
And I think the 8 months was time for him to make sure he gathered all the necessary pieces that he needed to put the puzzle together to go to court if that's where they're looking to go, if they don't want the third fight. Because he knew that they didn't want the third fight. So he said, instead of jumping out, this is my opinion, by the way, instead of jumping out and saying, hey, you cheated me, he said, let me gather the information because I already know you don't want the third fight. But I'm going to make you take the third fight, whether we're going to go through court or through negotiations. And that's just his approach I felt like he took on this whole situation. So the 8 months was just a whole process to gather scientific evidence for the dent in his face, the water spike, whatever it is.
Evidence.
Yeah, no, you do CT scan and stuff like that.
I'm only messing with you. I'm only getting that at the second half of that. What you said. You mean the water? So you're saying that that he might have gotten the same water that he drank, that bottle.
No. He might have
got
had
samples to get it tested.
No. You might have.
You mean the physical?
You might have had a blood test, and they might have, when he did the blood test, something might have came up in the blood test. You know how that's stuff in your bloodstream.
Okay.
Whether you're smoking or taking some type of dope, when they do a blood test, it shows up.
So you feel like they're going to be looking because the tests don't necessarily look for certain things. So if you're not looking for them, they're not going to pop up. So you're saying that Wilder might have gone and gotten some private testing and maybe to figure out what might have been wrong with his body, since he claims that he felt heavy, his legs weren't there and stuff like that. So you're saying that all this quiet time has just been time to collect evidence to gather the litigation launch.
Did he go to the hospital?
I don't know, but CYP got a counterpunch.
Yeah, go ahead.
Counterpunch, CYP.
Man, I don't know how dumb this audience is, but it seemed like some of y'all need to go back to school. Some of y'all got passed on, and you shouldn't have got passed on. The man said nothing until Fury called the fight off. The man said nothing until Fury called the fight off. But he didn't really want the fight. But he didn't say nothing until the other dude pulled out the fight. So he says, I want the rematch. Here we go. We trying to get the fight here. No crowd. Fury's team says, no crowd, no audience. Okay, let's try for December. Everybody involved is trying to get the fight going. Boom, 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 boom. Wilder is quiet, trying to get the fight made. Boom, 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 boom. Fury pulls out. Wilder tells you his problems. He's suing Fury to get the third fight. He ain't suing Fury for cheating. He's suing him to get the third fight, but he don't really want the fight. See, that's the shit I'm talking about. That's the reason why this audience gets put down outside of TBV.
Cut it.
I mean, that's a clarity in itself, right? Everybody has to understand that, that he's suing because the guy doesn't want to fight him. He's not suing because he cheated. But he has mentioned other things in the media, and I don't know what the heck the quote was earlier when I sent it in the pre-pro. It was from The Athletic, I think. I don't know if you got to see it, Francis, but it was Wilder's manager, Shelly Finkel, that told The Athletic on Saturday that while he didn't want to address his fighters' complaints about the gloves, Breland and Bayless, he is pursuing likely legal action to force Fury to keep the fight that was agreed upon. So that's where the legal action is taking action. This is for him not wanting to fight Wilder, but he does mention the complaints about the gloves. He didn't want to address his fighters' complaints about the gloves. So Shelly Finkel, again, not wanting to talk about it publicly, going with what Francis was saying, and just trying to stay hush about it. Maybe collecting evidence, maybe just gathering some real solid evidence to launch what type of lawsuit or whatever. I don't know. But,
yeah, some type of lawsuit. He had to gather.
But the legal action. But wait, the legal action is for the Fury pullout. It's not for the gloves. But hey, listen, man, look.
Super chat from that one white boy who says a blood test doesn't take 8 months.
This is true.
That's how I know boxing fans only listen with half their ears because it's a gather of stuff. Yes, that can come back quick, but the other stuff can take time. But go ahead.
Coyote on the super chat says, Francis, your opinion is a delusional one. Facts. We UK fans laugh every day at the delusional excuses you make for your fraud. Cheers.
Yo, Shin C says, Caller Joe must be punch drunk from getting jumped. Oh!
Yo, y'all terrible. We going out to the King of Essex.
Uh-oh.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
Yo, TBV, I'm late, but I'm on time. What's good? What's good?
Always on time.
Yo, you know what I find crazy? Doomy, welcome back, man. I missed them sound bites cutting me off. I love it. You know what? This is crazy because I saw an interview, and I'm gonna go on a walk with y'all for right quick. Like I seen Teofimo. All I saw was the headline of the show. Teofimo talking about Wilder needs to stop doing. Yo, people got to be careful with what they say. I saw an interview with Larry Holmes talking about when Muhammad Ali, before he fought Muhammad Ali, it was public knowledge that Muhammad Ali was pissing blood. And the people around him, as great as Muhammad Ali, greatest of all times, right? The people around him didn't have enough regard, or maybe, they didn't feel like they had enough influence to tell him whatever. Boxing is dirty as hell. You know what I'm saying? So I can't tell you what happened, but people just need to stop being so dismissive, because the one time you do it, it's going to be your ass, T.O. And I'm not trying to be foul, but suppose your father don't have your best interest in mind because he see the bag is bigger. Be careful what you say and focus on your own fights. Life is dangerous enough. Focus on your own shit and be prepared. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's starting to sound crazy, you know what I'm saying? This, that, and that, but let it come out. If the man opens his mouth to say it, that's on him. And like I said, I still want to take it to the boxing side. So, within that, if it ain't whatever, still fight Dillian. Still fight AJ until the Fury fight comes. There's still a lot of boxing left on the table, but people need to watch their mouth. I'm big on that. Watch your mouth, T.O. That's my first call. I'm out.
Watch your boca.
Let me see how many minutes that was. My man said that's my first call. Him and Stonebone take 3 minutes.
Coyote says, yo, give me that counter punch.
Oh,
I'm ready
snap.
for it. I'm ready for it.
He ready coming with the money.
Coyote, come back at us.
You can't touch me. You're not man enough.
Listen, the only way that Wilder is not ducking is if this contract is not expired and it turns out that Fury's team is lying. So if it turns out that Fury's team is lying, then listen, I'll be the first one to come back on this show and apologize that, you know what, I was wrong. But if that contract is truly expired, and I 100% think it is, if that contract is expired and Wilder waited all this time, didn't say nothing, and then the contract expired and he came out to speak, that's a duck. He never wanted the Fury fight. That's what you do when you don't want to fight. That's the fact. And if you can't see that, then listen, I can't help you.
No comment.
All right. Just like Wilder just said, you talking about expired contract. I told him to get off the couch. Get off the couch and get your confidence back, and I'm going to give you a fight. We had a controversy in the first fight. I had my belt. You said, you know what, I'm going to give you a second fight because there was no rematch clause. But in this fight, we got a rematch clause. And all of a sudden, we're talking about expiration of a contract. Are you serious? I thought you was the baddest man on the planet. I thought you was the baddest thing since John L. Sullivan. The man that beat the man that beat the man. Huh? The lineal champion.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy, man? You kidding me or what?
What you talking about, Coyote? You don't even sound like you make delusional. Contract expiration, if the contract expired, I'll go back and say, man, relax, man, move on. You tripping.
It doesn't matter what you
C
Yo, real quick.
P counterpunch.
Coyote just ain't dumb. He ugly too. Look at his picture. Now, I called you ugly because you need that. You need to be brought to reality. If the contract expired in October, why the hell was Fury, Wilder, Bob Arum, PBC looking for a fight in December in Vegas. If the contract expired in October, why are they negotiating a fight in December? You are an idiot. If a contract is done and the man don't want to fight, why the hell would I agree that we can fight in December? If the contract expired on my side, why would I agree to let this dude fight me in December? If the contract expired in October, wouldn't that be a new agreement, idiot? Like, what are you talking about? That's why they're going to court, because people like you believe stupid shit. But in actual court, you won't be able to say none of that shit. None of that stuff you're saying will matter.
Cut it.
You know, I just said why y'all keep thinking y'all could beat him. That makes a lot of sense. That makes it like, Doomy, you on the opposite side of this argument today. So explain that, like, or not explain it, right? Because I'm not saying that's your stance, but can you try to bring some sort of light to that? Like, right, if the contract is expired, why are we negotiating for December 19th in Allegiant Stadium in Vegas with a live gate? I'm a little lost. Seems. I mean,
weird. If the contract expired, there's a new contract that needs to be written up. It's
so wouldn't we assume that there's a new contract since they were negotiating for December 19th?
Good point.
Good point by CYP. Good point by
that's good.
CYP.
That's a good point. And look, we don't know exactly what's going on because
we're not privy, man. We're not privy.
We're not privy. They're staying kind of hush hush. Shelly Finkel's like, Bobby has his own opinions, and
that's another thing. Shelly said that when they asked him about the contract expiring, he said, "Man, Bob is entitled to think what he wants." Was the actual quote. But we got a super chat right here from Eso Akuni. Go for it.
Missed a lot of the show. Are we talking about Jay Diaz? And if he did a good job watching Fury get hand wrapped, Wilder hasn't addressed it, I think.
Yeah, no, we're not talking that.
If you guys saw my vid or my live vid right now, it's really not that hard, man. And the proof is in the pudding. My man's hands look like he plays D1 line of defense, and his fingers look like they're throwing up signs for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And again, look, boom, it's on, and then it's not. You just, easily you could just place your freaking finger and boop, back up. Guess what? Got my knuckles here. Look, no thumb ain't in there. Check it out. Oh, I want it back? Oh, I just opened my hand. Now I'm back. Like, this shit works, man. It's
Hey, Doomy, in the video that Wilder had put out, he mentioned Ricky Hatton pulling down Tyson Fury's glove as he was going back to the corner. But we'll leave that for another show. We're not going to get into that.
And it's incredible because, it's just it can be done. It can be done. So.
But public service announcement. Let me get it out of the way before we get out of here. Public service announcement. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up button, the subscribe button. We need your support, and we appreciate your support because we try to get here every day and entertain you with this boxing news. Right there, you got Alex Lioness, you got Nestor Gibbs. I am Doyen Francis, better known as Francis. And we got almost 500 people watching and listening right now around the world. And we want you to go ahead and support us by just hitting the subscribe button, getting us to 117,000. We're looking forward to that and hitting the thumbs up button for visibility of the show. Thank you very much. Yeah, shout out to all our sponsors. The Last Stand Podcast with Brian Custer. We got Adrian Clark, Protect Yourselves, supporting all our fighters in their competition in Border Wars 9, December 5th in Dallas, Texas. Hold.boxing.glove on IG. Check him out. He's going to be supporting also our event. We also got Undisputed Boxing Gear, Coach Rivera and his brother. They started this whole boxing thing, so they're going to be supporting this entire event. We got Brothers mixed with Xavier Miller. They're going to be supporting the event. Shout out to the UK. We appreciate it. We thank you for your continuous support. We got El Camino. Can never forget El Camino. They're always here supporting us. Anybody I'm leaving behind? Oh, yeah. WirelessBudshop.com. WirelessBudshop.com. You want to get your ears right? Go check out WirelessBudshop.com.
Sam Henry on the super chat says Francis doesn't even try to hide his bias. At least Ness and Doomy try, LOL. The mental gymnastics Wilder fans have to do to defend him seem stressful.
Oh! Got Coyote with a counterpunch.
Yo, listen. See, are you gonna let me talk?
You woke up like a lion today, Coyote.
Listen, CYP acting like he knows details of the contract. None of us know what's really going on. That's why I said that if it comes out that the contract hadn't expired, then yes, I'll raise my hand. But here's the thing: they keep talking about how we have an agreement. Is it possible that the contract expired, but then they had an agreement to fight in December, and then Fury is working out of that agreement? I don't know. We don't know the details. That's why I'm saying it's possible that it might bite me back later on that the contract didn't expire. But as an outsider looking in, from what I can see, it looks like that contract actually.
Maybe it's because you're not using your eyes to see, and instead you're using your ears, right, to hear wrong things. Because Bob's quote is that they only agreed to December because they were promised fans and pay-per-view, etc., which means they agreed to extend till December 19th. Now, their decision to pull out because both networks, ESPN and Fox, told them that it's the wrong time due to other sports, sounds like a mutual agreement as well. So to get out of the contract sounds like you might be breaking that agreement.
So there was an amendment to the contract so that it would extend
there
the
has
date
to
to
be.
December.
Listen to me. There has to be, Doomy. If our expiration date is October, but we're negotiating a December 19th date with the networks, with Allegiant Stadium, we're publicly talking about it. I mean, you telling me we did this shit all just off word of mouth? Like I came to you like, Doomy, yo, I know it's about to expire in October, but look, I'm going to go ahead and start making plans for December. We're not going to amend this contract. We're not going to get this on paper. No, we're going to go off verbal where I'm going to go to my side. They're going to say, okay, to December 19th because allegedly Fox was on board. Allegedly ESPN was on board. Mutually, they said, hey, it's the wrong time. So I don't understand, but we will as things come out. But if we think about it with our big boy heads, it doesn't make sense the way the Coyote wants to lie. But it's cool. It's cool. Let him,
Yeah, no, because if the contract got extended and it was written on paper,
well, how doesn't it?
It has to be.
But explain
obliged.
to me how it wouldn't.
Yo,
If you're in October an expiration date, but you and I are both planning and announcing on ESPN and on Fox that we're fighting December 19th, it was announced. So what are we talking about here, ladies and gentlemen?
So when Shelly Finkel says that Bob is entitled to his own opinion, that just gives it more light with
exactly.
what you're saying.
Are we just haters of Wilder, or are we gonna think for real?
Yo, Ness, why are you doing this, man? I wanted to shut him down, and you killed him. You got him for me, man. Oh my God, Coyote not even thinking. Like, we really sick because I was about to say the same exact thing. Like, what are you guys thinking? You guys are using bias. The bias is on now. It's like you put blinders on and you don't want to see like the truth. You know what I mean? With the whole glove thing that Doomy talking about, your blinders is on. You got to take off the blinders, man, and look with the clear eyes to see the truth.
Clear eyes.
I think we got a counterpunch from CYP.
Counter punch.
I'm gonna put you to sleep.
Yo, but it's simple. You got people outside the court and you got people inside the court. See, the people outside the court, they got signs, they screaming, they doing all this, and they doing all this talking. The people inside the court, they sitting there with their hands crossed, looking at paperwork, being real polite. Y'all need to stop getting confused with this promoter style of talking versus court style of talking. I've literally won 4 cases against dudes who was running their mouth outside the court, but got in front of the judge and they was mute as hell. I'm like, hey man, what happened to all that stuff you were saying? Because in court, all that fandom doesn't matter. They obviously were negotiating past the deadline. That's all that matters. You, Bob Arum, is on file, in article, on word saying, yeah, no fight, no fans. That's what they told us. The network told us, ESPN. When he said ESPN, he put himself on the line as negotiating.
Cut it.
We got another counter, right? Or no, that was CYP after Coyote, right? Or is that Coyote's? Yeah, okay. That was CYP after Coyote. So then we got Eso Akuni. And we do got another one from Coyote, actually. So, Coyote, come on for it.
Yo, listen, this is my last counterpunch, yeah? Ness, why are you ducking my question? Why can't we get Wilder on the show? Do you have to join? You know who the alphabet people are. So stop acting like you don't know what I'm talking about. Listen, at the end of the day, if Fury decides to fight December 5th, does that mean the contract expired or not?
If Fury
If
decides
he actually fights.
No, if he
actually
actually fights December 5th, that means that he broke the contract and there's a lawsuit coming.
Okay. All right, we'll see.
Unless it was all baloney.
Exactly, which you will get to find out later on, don't worry. But yeah, why are you ducking my question, Ness?
What do you mean, man? I mean, I told you yesterday. You said, can you get him on? I said, probably not.
Hey, what happened?
What? Exactly, what happened?
I don't know.
Cut it.
I don't know, Chad. I don't know. Funny, you want to laugh. That's messed up. So you want to laugh at TBV's downfall. That's what you want. We got Sam Henry. Francis doesn't even try. You said that. All right, we're done. I was gonna say it in a better voice. You seen that voice I was coming from?
It was coming from the diaphragm.
Francis.
He was coming a little right there.
Yeah, I know. I was about to kill him. We got
S.O. Cooney.
Yeah, we got S.O. Cooney.
Missed a lot of the show. And all that.
Didn't you say that? Hell yeah.
I think I did.
Yeah, you're tripping right now. That L is good. We're going out to Don. Oh, I can't go to Don Dami because we got a Patreon right there in the S's, man. Let's go down to the S's, man. We're going out to Steve in Chicago. What's going on?
Hadouken!
My town up in K-Town.
Hey, Daddy, this a dollar beat.
I drink soda, I eat pizza, I hang out with chicks all day. You fight still can't beat me. They fighting every day, they in the gym every day. Just give me 6 weeks, and I got it.
BoxingWiz.com.
Oh, good morning.
Buenos dias. What up, Steve?
As far as the topic, the way I see, I mean, to me, that's between them two. I mean, we see this every day on the show here with people in the chat, talking stuff to the callers. And like you said, you made up border wars just for situations like that. But, not everybody's a border wars person. And you said yourself, you don't want a P. Diddy situation. So you don't really know how another guy feels about how someone else is speaking about them. So I'm going to leave that alone because that could go many different directions. You very well know that. But let's talk about this ignorance from across the pond. I see people putting up posts about Bob Bennett and the Nevada. Like, you don't think he's going to defend his own commission? Like, how stupid can you be? How ignorant? That's like just like a sheep. Anytime someone posts something on Twitter, like, you believe it? Like, of course he's going to defend his own commission. Like, people are ignorant, man.
Cut it.
Yeah. In that sense, I agree with you, Steve. They don't see like that's the way they're going to run because it's the way that things are going to kind of cover each other.
Going out to New Orleans.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
Oh, I'm an audio sound, you heard me?
Crystal.
Alright, look, check this out, Ness. I'm coming into the show late, but it sound like we back on a topic where they trying to say Wilder pulled out of the fight or whatever.
Nah. Actuality of the topic is Teofimo went in on Wilder on Sirius XM and had this to say. He said, I think Wilder has had too much time on his hands. He needs to focus on his own damn self. Go back to the gym. Get ready to fight. Stop talking about dents in your head. You a grown-ass man. Stop being a bitch.
Man, that sound like some whole ass shit somebody say when something ain't happening to them. That's just like if me and Doom and them jump your fucking ass, Ness, and somebody on the outside, man, Ness still talking about them dudes jumped them like a couple months ago, you heard me? Man, move. That's cause it ain't happened to you. If you would have got jumped, you would have got hit in the head with a brick, you'll feel the same way. You'll want be in a position to do something about it or have something done about it. You know what I mean? That's what I don't get about people that's commenting on this shit. It's acting like ain't nothing. Like it's like, yeah, we know the gloves wasn't right, or they just might not admit that the gloves wasn't right. But you're gonna sit there and ignore the evidence that you can see. You never saw a glove like that, man. And your boy Asbury, he been talking about it. Then we
cut it.
And that's just the issue right there, man. People don't even want to admit that. Like, yeah, the glove looks funny, but we need a little more proof. At least say that, but they don't even do that one, man. But let's see, man. We got some jam-packed phone lines, but we got a mastermind cutting the line. Shout out to Plainview, Texas. Zone, Big Super Mex. What up?
BoxingWords.com. Oloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo es la mejor porque peleó con los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
BoxingWords.com.
Yo, what up, Ness? How do I sound? I'm on the road right now.
You sound like you on the road, but go for it.
First, let me run both calls real quick, then. First, I want to address the TL thing. I'm like everybody else. I kind of could rock with what he says up until the bitch word. Look, I'm a grown man, and I've had some experience in my life, been to certain places where you call somebody a bitch, you can get stabbed, dog. You walk through the yard and you're not gonna make it out of there. That's a different type of word, man. You don't just throw that around like that. But it's also to say, look, man, it wasn't necessary. Now, as far as the contract thing, I think a lot of us are overcomplicating it. The contract could have expired in October. We don't know if it did or it didn't. But that doesn't mean they still weren't trying to work for that date, that December date. Fury could have still been on board to do it because obviously AJ's busy. Now, once that date got pushed off, and Fury said, well, look, that his plan obviously is to fight Wilder a third time, thinking he can beat him, and then go for AJ. Now, if the December date's off and you can push it back, and we don't know how far back they're going to push it, that interrupts plans they already had. He probably says, hey, let me move on and fight a tune-up, stay in the ring, and go for AJ. That sometimes it's as simple as that. I think they both want to fight. I think sometimes we just overcomplicate it. And it could be, you can work in good faith with the contract not being. The contract could have been signed and still be working in good faith. Obviously, none of us know the truth, but to me, I think we're kind of overcomplicating that situation. But shout out to J Mac. He's going to be 2020 Border Wars Trainer of the Year. That's my call, fellas. Have a good day.
Yo, Big Super Max. Thanks for calling in. We got a super chat from Sam in the UK. Says, great show as always. Great show, guys, as always. All right.
I got a couple of more super chats. Gonna go to LV Slugger. Says, Coyote is a real-life Wilder fanboy. Never calls in for AJ and Fury, but always calling in and counterpunching for a Wilder show. Wilder haters, fans, our fans.
Yo, but that's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. Like, Floyd had that same, they pay to watch you because they want to see you lose shit. So, like, Wilder is still going to be watched. He don't know how big he's gotten since this loss. But, again, his Fame Flux score has risen. I'm sure if you check his Google score, it's risen. It's just... they talking about you, man. They talking about you.
Yo, but Coyote comes back and says, Carlitos 2X.
Two-time? Come on, champ.
Oh, two times. My bad.
Hold on. First of all, he's not just Carlito two-time. He's Carlito two-time TBV Fantasy Pick'em League Pro winner, which means he get that prize, you know what I'm saying? He get that take. He get that purse. He got that AJ purse, man. Enough said, but yeah, go ahead.
All right, hey, listen, all the Mickey Mouses you added were very nice.
No, he's
Carlitos,
part of the league,
two-time.
It's not easy. Oh, it's not easy to win.
Let me say it with your vigor. Two-time had to bring the sun out, the light to these Wilder fangirls today and expose the truth. Wilder ducked AJ and ducked the Fury third fight. It's clear to me. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Coyote can see it. I don't know what he's seeing, but, it is what it is. Yeah, and that's it for the super chatties. And again, man, and again, the topic was about Mr. Teo, mentioning the B word. You know what I'm saying? for all the OGs and just people that don't like to be disrespected. Yeah, we get it. He should have never used the word, right? But he didn't call him a B. He said, stop being a B. I mean, you know, the interpretation can be a little different, but then Francis brings along the whole evidence of the bromance that, you know, Tio and Fury obviously have. So, you know, it could be coming from another side within. And one of the callers mentioned it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, if a guy's that cool with the other guy, you know, you cool with the ops, and then you say stuff like that, I got to take it different. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Are we going to see Wilder running down and trying to, you know, choke slam? No.
Especially when you feel like that man cheated you out of your glory, and you're speaking up, talking about you calling me a what? Nah,
you know what the crazy thing is the apologies that are going to come about afterwards. If, you know, obviously he beats Fury, and if there's a actual evidence that's going to be presented in a serious litigation towards that whole Glovegate shit. If it's found to be true. So, you know,
maybe you know what's one thing that's good about it, Alex?
Yeah.
Wilder's super rich. So he got time and he got money.
Absolutely.
So, we're just gonna have to wait and see.
And then, like, I don't know what the Athletic meant when they said that, right? When they didn't want Bayless to talk about the, you know, the gloves and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like, it just you know, I don't know if it's because maybe they have you know, Bayless on with that, like about the gloves, Breland and oh no, well, you know what? I guess Finkel just wasn't clear enough. He just didn't want to talk about the gloves, Breland or Bayless. So it's like you added Bayless in there, like, you know, that's the referee, right?
Yeah,
that's the referee, and that refers to the first fight.
Let me go to Stone Bone. What's going on, champ?
What up? What up?
What up, man?
Yeah. I would more say that he ain't got to worry about Wilder. He might want to make sure he don't see Marcellus nowhere. Marcellus might run up on him. That might be a bigger problem. Wilder too much of a gentleman. He'll look at that dude as a kid. He gonna look at him and say, he would know in his head what he would do to him, and Wilder would treat him just like he treated Floyd. He considered himself a king, not just because of how he's carried himself, but how he treat the people. So if you disrespect him, you'll get checked I've seen him check people in a respectful way. Just like how he did Tank, made Tank feel like a little boy, and then Tank came out and kind of cleaned up what he said. So I don't just see Wilder as the dude to try to run down on him. Like, Wilder never spoke on the Brazil stuff till way later. He didn't never speak on that situation till Brazil came out with all these crazy accusations, and then the truth came out. He wasn't like Wilder's just a different type of dude. And listen, you got to watch what you say, but some thoughts are better said, because once it come out your mouth, you got to stand on that. You can think anything you want. And I don't think he's going to really lose no fans or nothing, because how many fans left Danny when his dad was calling Bud a nappy head nigga and shit? I still watch Danny fights to this day, and Bud is my man. And that dude is disrespectful, called him racist shit, and I still support his son. So, I don't know, bro. It's boxing. I'm gonna just leave it at words. That's what it was.
But he ain't say nappy headed nigga.
Yes, he did. He called him. He said, he said, he was calling. What he say? He's running around, nappy head ass, little nappy head ass dude running around the amateurs. And it's the same difference. It's the same difference. But just like, hold up real quick.
It could be the
when
same
he said,
difference.
Hold up, let me finish this real quick. Let me say this. When he called Bud a nappy head dude running around, and then he went on later to talk about him and Danny being European Puerto Ricans and not Afro-Latinos, that shit lets you know where he at mentally. So he's saying the stuff to Keith Thurman, that's cool with y'all on the East Coast, for y'all to talk like that to each other. That's why people didn't hold that as racism. But when you get to talking about this nappy head stuff and all of that, that goes deeper. And ain't nobody slapped Danny yet. Angel yet, so I don't really see nobody slapping the fighter.
I mean, it's still different situations. Remember, Angel was talking to Thurman and Khan. Tio talking to Wilder. Different personalities, man. That's all I'm going to say. Because of the other stuff, I was there. That was my interview you're talking about with Crawford. But as far as the Afro Latino, I ain't even remember that. You're going to have to double back on me with that link. That must have not been my interview. And if it was, definitely didn't see or hear it. But that was my interview, definitely with Crawford with the when he called him nappy headed.
Real quick, Ness.
What?
Coyote, final counter punch.
Final to the final. He said the last one was his last one. I love it. Who bringing him out? Who making him fight like this? Yo, he going down. He ain't trying to fight.
Let's go.
He ain't trying to go down without a fight. Coyote, what up? Counter punch.
Listen, Ness, this last one is for you. I wasn't making fun of TBV with my last comment about Wilder shutting you out. I think this is an opportunity for the Boxing Voice to rise above Wilder. You know, the Boxing Voice has always been known as a biased channel for Wilder. Well, now that it seems like he's locked you out, you see, this is the opportunity for TBV to rise and be a better channel, be an unbiased channel, you know, and actually don't have to be called Wilder fanboys or Wilder fangirls. So I support the Boxing Voice, and you know this. And I'm saying, this is a good opportunity now for us to be objective when it comes to Wilder. That's it.
All right. I mean, that's according to you. You know, there's plenty of other people here that probably don't think we're a pro Wilder channel. Come on, man. But we got Sony in Cincinnati.
CYP counterpunch.
Sony, hold that thought. Counterpunch, CYP.
Yo, don't let Coyote in this bullshit sway nothing. It's the same dudes that's saying, "Oh, Floyd should let Tank be Tank." You don't want to see Tank do so well. That's why you want him to just be Tank. Cut the bullshit. Let's be real here. This is not. If this was a Wilder show, I wouldn't be so goddamn pissed off all the goddamn time. Get out of here. Matter of fact, CYP's legend wouldn't be nothing if this was a Wilder show. I would leave y'all alone if this was a Wilder show. I'm not on Boxing Ego. I'm not on Blue Blood. I'm on TBV. The reason I'm here is because of y'all Wilder hating asses constantly in that chat, constantly calling in. Trust me, this ain't the place where Wilder fans come to feel good about themselves, homie. Cut the bullshit. And when it do become that, I'm out of here. So
cut it.
Champ.
Rue in the 504. It's been a long time. He's licking his Lomachenko wounds. How are you there, good fella?
About I called him Crow Day. What are you talking about?
I don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember? You guys need to lay off the beef for that.
I
That's
gotta
what it
rub
is.
it in. It's entertainment.
You know what everybody
It's funny if Tio would have said this before the Loma fight. I wonder how your pick would have been then. But that's another discussion.
I made money with Tio, man. I made money with Tio.
This is a great week of shows, man. And the Patreon stuff with it was a Jose yesterday. That was good. The Border War stuff has also been fantastic. But just a thumbs up, hop on Patreon. I'm just calling the show love, even though Ness is being a typical hater.
Nah, I'm more like a rubber-inner guy. I rub it in. That's all. You know what I mean? It's all in fun. We're going out to Sony in Cincinnati. Are you there? I gotta find this Jeopardy soundbite a lot faster. Sony, let me go on my side. Yeah, man. Sony, we're gonna need you to call in. Seems like ever since you suffered that Tank loss, you don't want to let us hear your voice. Please come back.
Come on, Sony, we want to hear you.
That's me with the tough love again, you know? That's just tough love. Like, yo, come on, man, rubbing it in, you know, picking some fun, just like Tio is probably doing, and he didn't expect it to go this far. We're going out to Stick Talk Boxing. What up? Probably just listening. He's always supporting. I seen you on Insta. Shout out. All right, just listening. Trey Miller, #1 in TBV Fantasy Pick'em League. He knocked off the Queen. Trey, shout out to you, man. What's up? You ain't talking either? CYP?
Yeah, I'm talking. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm talking. Yeah, what's up?
What up?
Hey man, how you just gonna let that man call me out my name like that?
Who? We got border wars, man. That's you
Hey,
and CYP.
hey,
You talking about CYP?
hey, you the angry man, the one that tell us his life is better than everybody. He call in every time. You know that person. Yeah. Nah,
Claim your
I can't
position?
fight. Nah, I can't fight him in border wars. You
Nah,
know why?
I
Because
know.
it's
It gets
personal now, man. It's not even to the point I can fight him in border wars. It's personal now. But
yeah. We
I
definitely
understand
don't want
why
that
he
energy then.
say what?
No, I said we definitely don't want that energy at border wars then.
Yeah, I understand why he feel that way because he was a foster child, so he never experienced real love. I get it now.
Well, damn, you gonna so you end it, so you come on, you gonna end it like that, dog? That was a little mean. God damn.
Hey, hold on, I'm back. You know why it's so mean? Because he called me a bitch because I said Wilder wasn't a gangster. So if he want to play these games, I can play it back with him, and I'm gonna hit harder. How about that?
You can't touch me. You're not man enough.
All right, well, come on, guys, come on. See CYP. I wish CYP, would have never had that energy, so we could have got him in some. Man, we would have had some pay-per-view fights with this fucking guy, man. You like Big Baby right now, CYP. People want to put you in pay-per-view fights, and they scared to touch you, damn it. Damn, man.
Ness.
What?
CYP. Kick counter punch.
Here we go, man. Let's
I'm
go.
sorry. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm proud of being a foster kid, baby. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of Tank for being a world champion foster child. I'm proud of Babe Ruth for being one of the best baseball players of all time, being a foster child. My guy, see, you're confused about where I get my courage from and my confidence from. I actually use that for motivation. That's why people in my real life love me, because I don't run from where I came from. I embrace that. You a fool. And let's be real here. I called you out for border wars months ago. You declined. Now you on here talking to the crowd as if this is why you can't show up. Nah, partner, you've been scared of me. You've been scared of CYP. Cut it out. I love it. And I love you. And I love all the foster kids out there. CYP is your leader. I'm your king. I love you. And I always will. Remember that. CYP.
Cut it.
Yo!
Bomb squad!
He went straight Wilder. I love it. He said, I'm your king.
Yo, Adrian Taylor on the super chat says, I'm late, but did y'all see or mention the Mark B tweet? Ooh, Mark breathing.
That shit wasn't true. I seen it. That can't be true. Go check that, Francis.
I'm on it.
That can't be true. I seen it, bro. If that's true, I thought it was a meme, bro. There's no way that's true, bro. There's no way he did that, man. Mark ain't doing that. If he
There's
did that,
absolutely no way Mark's doing that. Mark's too much of a gentleman to do something
no
like that.
but if Mark did that, that's hard. That is a show. That's a show. That's an extension, dog.
Well, yes, I just sent it to the pre-pro. I don't know.
Don't send it. Don't send it. You gotta verify the Twitter account, man. I ain't got time to do that. I gotta hit these callers up. Y'all gotta make sure it's real. We can't be acknowledging fake shit live, man. It gotta be real. It gotta be real. Dom Donnie, what up? Don Donnie.
Don Dottie, the Don Dada.
Rob says fake. The tweet is fake, bro. See what I'm telling you? Don Donnie, what up? Don Donnie got a bad connection. UK told him he can't, and they calls the interception. Let's see who's up. JT doubling back. Never leave a man behind. Gone. Coach Myers boomerang.
Oh, my son.
Whoa, y'all taking it real far now. Y'all gonna have to really fight, man. See, that's what I'm saying, man. That's just the type of shit we don't be saying around in the East. Some New York dudes try to get it off and be like,
we talked on the side about that. That's why.
Some New York dudes try to get it off. They be like, nah, I call you son because you shine like one. I ain't with all that funny shit, bro.
It's the real account.
Son,
but that's a fake post because that's not what's up on his tweet. They put his background of his actual
All right, but what?
verified
As
tweet.
long as he ain't tweeted and that ain't
Nah,
on
he
his
ain't
Twitter,
tweeted.
we golden. We golden. Go ahead, Myers on the
Yo,
boomerang.
Ness, can you hear me? He gave it to me.
Oh, J Mac, go for it.
Yeah, okay. Damn, we didn't got so far sprint off.
Yeah, no, this has been a long one.
Hey, no, I was gonna stick to the topic. I'm not getting to the core shit with Wilder and all that stuff like that. I'm gonna let that one just hash itself out before I start picking sides. Teal, another thing, like I seen somebody say freedom of speech. Well, that's very much true. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. But there comes consequences for saying whatever the fuck you want to say, because somebody can do or respond however they want to respond to what you said. So that's the such thing called accountability. So when you're a conscientious person, you're mindful of the consequences that can come behind the stuff you say. Now, if you somebody that walk that wildlife and all that stuff, you say what you want to say. I have said disrespectful stuff to people on this show, and I meant it. Some of us has hashed it out. Some of us has threatened to do certain things, and another person insinuated about getting yourself shot behind holding somebody accountable. Hey, man, look.
Cut it. Yo, and I wasn't even cutting you on your thought. You literally went already 4 seconds after the time, champ. We going out to Davidia from Niagara Falls, who always comes with God bless.
Buffalo Falls.
He always Buffalo Falls. He always comes with the God bless and the amen, and maybe you could calm everybody down. Everybody's a little angry, man. Testosterone is definitely pumping around here, man.
Stupendous.
Yo, Doomy, also, you need to be hitting up Davidian on the IG. He wants a full know-how of Border Wars from A, B to C. He's ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, I just want to.
He just wants to know. Don't even waste your call on that, Davidian. Doomy's going to reach out to you personally, man.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm definitely going to be a part of Border Wars next year, so
let's go.
I definitely want to try it out, you know. But yeah, why my man Teofimo talking shit, man? I hope
he even got you mad.
When the time comes, I'm not mad, but I'm just like,
Davidian, I gotta call you on it, man. I think you mad. I never heard you curse.
This is true. He mad.
That's true. I don't know if I'm necessarily. I still like Teal. I seen him in, the Fight Hut or whatever. Him and Rolly, which Rolly need to rematch Homeboy, because he didn't win that fight.
Jackson Martinez, say his name, man. Let the world know his name. He's supposed to be a champ, Jackson Martinez.
Yeah, Martinez. He was nice though. I liked him. That dude was nice. He did his thing. I didn't know who he was, but he definitely, to me, won the fight. But they got to run that back. And Wilder, I just want to see him fight Tyson Fury again. If it's so easy for Tyson Fury, then run it back. Instead of talking all this shit, run it back. Fight again. Let's see. Since you're so nice. Only thing he got is the size, and he can move really well.
Cut it. Let's go,
See, that's what I'm saying. Yo, we just want to see the fight.
Not all of us. Some of us are out here talking about, let's move on. Oh, he lost twice, blah, blah, blah. They don't want this fight to happen, man. They don't want this fight. They don't want these rumors to be true. They don't want these allegations to be true. They want it to be, a joke, and Wilder, is making this up and all that because, then that would mean that fight is necessary for sure. Let's see. We going out to Boomerang. My Gene Bit. What up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Talk
shit.
Going on.
Man, I guess I feel the same way that everybody does. You could have said all that without saying without saying that the last word. There was no need for that. But that's part of this new generation. I think it's just part of social media and always feeling that you can say whatever you want. And that's not the case. I think these guys need to learn how to be a little bit more respectful. But yo, shout out to J Mac, definitely MVP of Border Wars. That guy is a trooper for real, for real. Yeah, man, great job, guys.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ. You feel me?
Real
Go
quick.
for it.
Coyote on the super chat. Hashtag MTGA. Parentheses. Make TBV great again. Hashtag Raw. Parentheses. Rise above Wilder. Coyote threw us in the pond with that one. Yeah. Who's next? Go.
Yo, we got Amin with the boomerang.
Yo, it's crazy because you know, you got to sit back and laugh. Shout out to everybody that call in, but shout out to everybody that only call in when it's a Wilder show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it reminded me back in the day with Eazy-E when he was like, "But Dre, they only make Easy Payday." You know what I mean? So, you know, it's cool. Like, you know, people asking specifically about, oh, well, why you can't get the Wilder interview? Like, yo, for real. Like, yo, that's clown business. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like any other show, any other platform, you know, you access it however you do. But most of the people on this show, like I said, it's spoken. That's why when somebody says y'all being sensitive over what somebody said, remember what I said. You got to stand your ground and stand on what you say, whether it's on the back channel or forward. So we holding everybody to the same standard. We sorry that, you know, everybody in the boxing world don't see it that way. But one thing on TBV, you must stand on your word, and it's what you say. Watch your boca. I'm out.
Cut it.
Oh yeah, Boca Chica.
That's what.
Coyote.
That's where I'm gonna take. That's where I'm taking them Border Wars 5, man. Boca Chica is going down. Jaragua, let's get it on in the Capital in Jaragua. Yo, I don't even know. Actually, we gotta find a new spot in the Capital. I haven't been there in a minute to like be in a hotel because I'd rather be beach. You know, Capital is more like Capital is more New York, man.
Yeah, you got to be Boca Chica style.
Yeah.
Yo, Coyote on the return super chat. He's into the 10-punch combination Manny Pacquiao this morning. He says Wilder said he was going to baptize Fury in 2015. It looks like he got baptized because he's now be quoting the scriptures in every interview. LOL, hashtag MTGA, which means make TV great again. Hashtag Raw, rise above Wilder. Oh my God. Coyote with the new fucking political slogan. Excuse my French.
Terrible, man. You guys. We're going to Boomerang.
Boomy?
Boomerang. Stone Bone Boxing.
What up?
What up?
Hey, man, it's okay for the UK. Ness, could you imagine living on an island with no tropical weather? That's what the UK is. It's an island with no tropical weather, always raining. That's the worst island you could pick. Yeah, I mean, like I'll pick anywhere in the West Indies, Belize, anywhere. That's a real island with a real tropical climate. So they're just a little frustrated. You know what I mean? And the king and the queen, internet control and everything they got. It's a rough life over there. He can't call back in. He got a super chat now because the queen limit how many times he can call outside of the island in a day. Listen, this ain't a street situation. These are some fighters. And if we keep in the street, Wilder's dry snitching on Fury. Like my homies is saying, they like, come on, Wilder, we love you. Don't be talking like that, bro. The street niggas, we don't talk like that. We reserve certain talks that we talk amongst each other in public. Some of that stuff he said, I finally watched the interview. Some of that stuff he said, you might as well have just called the police and said, look, here go my evidence, go lock him up. You know what I mean? That's almost as respectable because you basically just said this dude tried to kill me in public on multiple platforms. So it's either charges or we got to really fight now. So there ain't nothing else left. So either you a bitch or you dry snitching. You don't need to do neither one of them. And he don't need to call him a bitch because that just ain't what men do. So they both need to probably shut up and figure out what's going on with boxing. Shit.
Well, no there you go. What the people say. I think that's it. Unless there's a counterpunch, we are done ski. I'm skimming here. Looking like
counter.
Everybody. Nah, we
Hold up.
done. Hey. Yo, Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on another one.
Champs. You already know. Catch me on IG, Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZ.
Adrian said to come to him. He said no. He said he was just listening early, but I got you. Here I am. What up? Talk to us.
Hey, what's up, Ness? What's up, Ness? I mean, as far as T.O.'s comments, I mean, I'm from the old school too. I might be from the Midwest, but you just don't do that. That's more of a personal comment that you make to somebody. But T.O.'s young. He's not cut from that cloth. Know that the new cloth, they used to Twitter fingers and not seeing each other in person and saying what they say. So, I mean, that's just a fault on him because he's younger. And then the next part is, I know I ain't making it to 2020. I done heard some comments about a possible duck because of my daughter's birthday. I just hope that person keep that same energy if he even get around to me. I see he got some other business to take care of in person because I ain't like that.
I'm lost, man. Who we talking about? I'm lost, man.
We talking about the Cobra. He got on here talking all slick, like, because I called him out at Border Wars. I'm trying to go through whoever I got to go through to get to Mitty. It ain't nothing personal to him. I don't care who it is. I just want to get to the top. You know what I'm saying? So I heard him say that me calling him out and then my daughter having a birthday is a duck. So I just want to clarify the fact that is not a duck. My daughter is way more important than anybody. Absolutely. Okay? And so what I'm saying is in 2021, I'm willing to go through whoever I got to go through to get to Mitty. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make that clear. I'm out here getting sparring with Enzu, who fought Rolly. Okay? And for y'all who want to know why Rolly got that first round knockout, talking to Enzu, because, you know, he's French. He doesn't really speak English. His promoter told him that Mayweather wanted him to come in at 135 for a 147 fight. So he went in there trying to kill himself to make 135 just to find out when he got there that he could be at 147, which is why he got that first round knockout. But my point is, I'm out here sparring. I'm sparring with pros. So whoever's coming up next for me, whatever, I'm getting ready. And like I know the proof is in the pudding. I do train with pros. You see me out here in Philly on a pro card with my guy. You know, we're about this boxing shit. I love Border Wars. Shout out to Border Wars. I think it's a beautiful thing it's going big places. Big places. I can't wait to see where you're at in a couple years. And I hope to be a part of it the whole time. And like you said before, I think this can get to the point where it's something different than Golden Gloves. I see your vision and I'm good. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, if you're going to call me out, just know you seen me. You see I can fight. You see I'm there to fight. Don't come with that kind of energy and be all nice and cool to my face and then have that energy. Like, just keep the same energy. I'm a cool dude, but like when we get in the ring, it is what it is and we can dap up afterwards. But man, I'm not cut from that cloth. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Hey man, that means we gotta fight. That means we gotta fight. That means we gotta fight for you next year, without a doubt. Cause I'm sure Cobra is gonna hear this and he gonna have to live up to that, man. And that's what we talking about. And he said, you know, he's thinking retirement, but he said he want to have like at least 4 fights next year. So, I mean, all he got to do is win. He got his own fight to worry about right now, man. He got to worry about Catch the Dad. Catch the Dad is from Dallas. He's joining with the Horsemen and everything. I mean, listen, Dallas, man. Dallas, Houston, all of Texas, man. I'm just grateful. You guys have stood up for Border Wars. This is now our 3rd time back to Texas. And, you know, we just got more and more fighters stepping up from Texas, man. So, you know, Texas, you guys might be... You guys actually might be the first state that we do our real TBV's promotion, man. I'm telling you, we're going to get that promoter's license. We're going to be out there. We're going to do our first club show probably in Texas because that's where we got the most fighters, man. And so many talented fighters, man. I mean, we just got one. I think he's got 14 fights in the Golden Gloves. I mean, DeMarcus, for sure, Fire D, who's facing your cousin, Elias Lioness, the Lion. You could tell me. You could tell me how many fights Elias has, but I know DeMarcus corrected me. He don't got 3, he got 6. And what does Elias have?
I think he has 10.
Okay, wow. Well, there you go. I thought it was more like 7.
I mean, I could be wrong. Some of the fights I wasn't there, but yeah, I think about between 7 and 10.
But Donnell got like 3. It's just a lot of people. Sean Jones, Mission Impossible, he's got 1. So those guys could turn pro with us, man, because we gonna make sure they all right. We gonna give them the right fights. The same way we matchmaking here, man. So imagine all those people that get to have their face on BoxRec, man. And you're going to do that with us. I'm telling you, speak it, believe it, receive it.
Mr. Naz, real quick before you go to that call. Wilder ducked Joshua. These boys are fried like chips. Don't know nothing about boxing. He say you a bowl of chips.
But we up out of here, man. That's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next one because I think we all out of counter punches and stuff like that. We probably met.
Are we?
Yeah. I don't see anybody. I don't see nobody, man.
Next up, Sports Talk. Check me out, IG, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. You already know.
Damn, JT, never leave a man behind. What up?
I can roll over and have them tickle my tummy. I love that term. It's a beautiful term.
Yo. Yeah, what's up? So the topic basically, I didn't watch no interview or video. So Teofimo called Wilder a bitch, because he feel like he's ducking, or he feel like he told on Theory. What's they saying? What's the issue?
Yeah, did he call them a bitch for everything?
Man, look, I'll read the quote to you, JT. It says, "I think Wilder has had too much time on his hands. He needs to focus on his own himself. Go back in the gym, get ready for a fight. Stop talking about a debt in your head. You're a grown ass man. Stop being a bitch."
I don't know. I mean, how like you said, how the new world use that bitch word? They don't actually. He's not. I don't think he's actually calling Wilder a bitch, like a bitch ass nigga or something like that. I think he stops acting like a girl. That's just. I don't know. I mean, I think it's being taken out of context. But like you said, the new generation, they easily slip that little B word out and stuff like that. And, I'm kind of older. I'm in my 30s, so you gotta watch how you say that B word to me, but I'm gonna take it as disrespect, even if it was said like that. So I can see how it was taken on both sides. But I mean, I think Teofimo Lopez got respect for a while. I don't think he meant it like that. Just me being honest.
I mean, look, I feel the same sentiments, and not just because Teo's my guy or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't see him as that disrespectful. You feel me? Calling another man straight up like, yo, you a bitch, and I don't know.
Yo,
but what's up, champion? Big Nick is on the rise over here in the super chat. So tell Wilder to take it up with one of Teo's belts. Laughing emoji.
I don't even know what that means. Take it up with one of his belts. What's that mean? I don't know. What do you mean?
You can't talk to Teo. You gotta talk to one of the belts and shit.
It still doesn't make sense.
I know. I tried.
I know. We're out of here.
Alex _Doomsday _LAINEZ on IG, TikTok. I never went back, and TBV.
But
Twitter.
I say it every day anyway.
Anyway, Alexander's TBV on Twitter. And if you stumbled upon the show, this is the TBV fam, the boxing voice, bringing you the latest and greatest in all boxing news. And we also have other segments such as Mondays, got the Untitled Show, got the Beating the Odds with TBV on Fridays. You got the Fight Chat, Film Study on Tuesday nights, and a whole bunch of other stuff that you guys are missing out if you haven't subscribed to the Patreon page. But if you ran into us in here on YouTube, start by subscribing to the channel. It's the rectangular box next to the chat, next to a little bell. Yeah, if you ain't shaking, you ain't baking with us in the morning or any other time of the day. Let's get it to a D, all right? Subscribed, all right? Add the D, add the shaky shakes on the bell. Come join us. Have fun. Cheers.
Yeah, thank you very much. Next up, Sports Talk. You already know. I appreciate y'all. Here we talk boxing. We love boxing over here, and I appreciate the boxing voice on Next Up Sports Talk. We do all of the sports. So if you're into all of the sports and you want to hear some news and talk shit, check me out. YouTube, Facebook, IG, Twitter. I appreciate y'all very much. And we'll definitely catch you on another one. Big fight this weekend coming up, so we got more shows to look forward to. The betting show coming up, and so on and so forth. So catch you on the next one.
Peace. So, Francis, the praying mantis.
Yes, what's up?